I never had the chance to run, leave behind the said and done, figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond a shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger now, and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow of doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now, and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, how are all you doing today? Welcome back, boyos. Welcome back. Sorry, I'm not looking all prepared. I'm not really looking all camera ready. But you know what? Stream gotta go on. The stream's got to go on. Kripachu, is that full name? It is full name. Okay, it looks like it was getting cut off. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. We got ourselves Levy, Jordan, Jacob, Chris. How y'all doing, boys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful evening. We got ourselves more patch 9.1. Going to be taking a look at the updates, the new stuff, the testable stuff. Not everything is testable. Like Legendaries, for example, a lot of them are still a work in progress. There is one set of Legendaries we can test, but that's only if I get my priest to max level. So I might have to do that this week. Just boost them through dungeons, run through him, just keep spam queuing until I get to max level. Like, that'll be my one character that I've had at level, well, 54 for so long, dude. I might as well, you know what I mean? Let me get the music back up and running, dude. Let me get the tunes back up in here. How y'all doing? So let's start digging through some of these updates. I did a little bit of that digging for the video, but I feel like I got the basic gist of it, but not like really going into big detail for it. You know what I mean? Like, the only stuff I kind of looked at detail was the PvP on talents in terms of like actually testing them and hidden chain dummy. I'm wondering if the unholy changes are going to be enough, man. I'm wondering if there'll be enough. I also, let's see, the Boomy change too. I know I got to mess with that too. And apparently Covenant mounts and transmog is available on PTR right now. So a lot of it is going to be linked to renown. So at level renown 45 is when we get the mount, and then renown 60 is when we get one of the transmogs for like this set. Then at level renown 70 we get ascendant recolor of the mount, and then at renown 77 another recolor of the transmog as well. Okay, is that? I don't think my rogue is a renown 48, is he? I doubt he is. I'm from Poland, Warlock 226 Adam level. WoW is dead in Poland. What? WoW is dead in Poland. Are you sure about that? How you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. What happened to World of Warcraft? Who murdered it? Did the Polish do it? The Polish. I got a Polish joke for you. How did the Polish guy break his back? Raking leaves. How did the Polish guy break his back? Raking leaves. He fell from he fell from the tree. I ruined my own joke. Why is that a joke? That's like the only Polish joke I know. I don't understand it though. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. Same joke is sold in Russia too. People love it. I don't know what that means supposed to mean. Do 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 do. All right, let me bring up the updates here, just to make sure I have it. Boss changes, tuning updates, dungeon journal. Now, is this? I think we looked at it yesterday, and this looked like only the new stuff for the new dungeons, which I think it is, and the raid. I think this is all just the raid and dungeon new stuff. I don't think this is any of the older dungeons. Or at least I can't think of. Yeah. Is Malevolence from Sanguine Depths? Curses a random target, but Malevolence 21 seconds. When this effect ends, all players are knocked up. I don't think that doesn't. No, I don't think it's a dungeon. Play the drums and hit the notes. Each note grants perform application of Jazz Dub. It increases damage and healing by 2%, hate by 2% for 40 seconds effect stacks. Yeah, this effect didn't seem to work. That's a new dungeon. Might of upper reaches increases. Does it still have these things, by the way? Do they still have these things? The Remnant Soulforge Heat. I don't know what that is. Remnant upper reaches. So those look like remnants, which is like... Are those going to be like torments? It looks like they kind of redid the torments. Yeah, none of that looks really all that new. It looks like some Torghast stuff, the new dungeon stuff, as well as the raid stuff. But it doesn't look like the actual dungeons themselves get changed a lot. So we got also legendaries that are not playable. Unofficial. Okay, so those are data mined. We have the Warlock legendaries, Priest and Covenant ones. So the Priest ones are the ones that can be... Is it the Priest one? Priest ones are the ones that can be tested. But I can't test one because I don't have a Priest max. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to say that. So Hunters do not have the Legos, do they? The first one I want to test out and show you guys is the Paladin one. How many of you guys play Paladin in the chat, dude? Some of you must have. Some of you guys must play Pala, dude. Some of you guys must play Paladin, right? How many of you guys thought of maybe playing Night Fae Paladin? Now that is a big question, dude. Now that's the question of the week. Because Paladins are pretty good right now as Venthyr and Kyrian. Most of the reds are Kyrian. But not a lot of Paladins ever play Night Fae. Actually, we can see exactly how many Paladins like at the high end Mythic Plus and raids from the logs play Covenants. There's a M Plus Subcreation website you guys can find. Link over in our Discord, by the way, if you want to join. It has a section here for top Covenants that you can see from a bunch of top Mythic Parse logs. That means like, you know, around 20s and up. As close to 20s you can get. And top Mythic Mythic Parse, so like the top 100 players or whatever. A lot of those generally. The best of the best. You can see like what people are running in spread. From the logs. What people are right now running. And for Paladins, you see the prop Pala. There's actually a little bit of M plus Night Fae. I didn't see that before. Wait, for real? Hold on. Night Fae prop paladins, huh? Doing 23s. Is that legit? Hold on, where's another 23 here? Is that the only 23? Show all. Why did I say 23 then? It's like the only 23. Ingram Warlock, unless it's like separate one. Maybe 22? I need to find a group that has a prop pally in there. That's what we're looking at. Do. Prop pally? I see prop warrior. Am I looking at the right class? Oh, it is protection warrior. Wait. Oh, prop warrior makes sense actually. I thought it was prop pally. I don't know why I was looking at this. I thought this was prop for some reason. Yeah, I'm stupid. Ignore me. Yeah. But for prop pala, Kyrian mostly, with a little bit of event tier. A little bit more event tier in the raid setting though for group utility. Like 1% raid Night Fae. For Holy Paladin, I mean, not even Necrolord or Night Fae representation right now. It's just been so dominant with event tier and Mythic Pluses for the damage, or for raiding. Technically, event tier I think is better in my personal opinion, but if you want more throughput, 66% is just more healing for Holy. And then for Retribution Paladin, like there's 1% that's Night Fae. Not a lot of presentation, with a overwhelming majority is Kyrian. So I'm wondering with this new Legum, if it might actually be pretty good. So let me explain the Night Fae ability. What's up, Sushimi? How you doing, my man? How you doing, my dude? Necro Hunter Legendary. We'll take a look at this in a bit. But yeah, how you been? We're pretty good, Loot. Check it out. There's some of the changes to classes for 9.1. Alrighty, boys. We're gonna start off this session with Paladin and the ability for Night Fae. How many of you guys play Night Fae Paladin? None of you should raise your hand. So the Night Fae Paladin ability is called Blessing of Seasons. Think of it like old school classic WoW blessings for Paladin. Blessing of Kings, Blessing of Might. Except these blessings don't last long, and they give you a slightly bigger buff than Blessing of Kings and Might. Not like static stats, but like special extra effects. For example, as any of you guys doing damage? For example, Manny over here is DPS in a train dummy. I can hit him with that Blessing of Summer. Blessing of Summer is going to be the first blessing of the seasons. You go for season summer, autumn, winter, spring. So Blessing of Summer is going to bless an ally for 30 seconds, causing their attacks to have a 40% chance to deal 30% additional damage as holy. So if, let's say, or like the Shaman, for example, if I bless him during his burst, so now he's going to have a pretty high chance to do a little bit extra holy damage. 40% chance to deal 30% additional damage as holy. So, I mean, when you look at the details here, the breakdown, you should be able to see some of his damage. Blessing Summer actually is quite a bit of his damage. You seen this? Like, this man's pumping. During his burst, too, it lasts for 30 seconds. So, like, it's a 30-second buff. So, it's not too terrible, right? Not super bad. Next blessing is going to be Blessing of Autumn. Blessing of Autumn blesses an ally for 30 seconds, causing their cooldowns to recover 30% faster. So, this guy, TSGF, if I hit him with a blessing, he just popped wolves. He's gonna give those wolfy dogs a little bit quicker. And you can apply this blessing for yourself, by the way. So this works for all cooldowns. Offensives, defensives, rotational abilities. So for Paladin, your Judgment, your Blade of Justice, your Crusader Strike, all have cooldown. So this actually speeds up the cooldown of your abilities a bit. So you could gain holy power faster if you want to use it for yourself, or just use it for allies so then they get their cooldowns back quicker. Because this man should be able to get Ghost Wolves very, very quickly. I would imagine. Hopefully. Plus, for Shaman also works out because, you know, Storm Strike, that's on the cooldown. Lava Lash, that's on the cooldown. Then you have a Blessing of Winter, which isn't that good on damage. A blessed ally for 30 seconds, their attacks do slight frost damage, 77 frost damage, which isn't a lot. And reduce enemies' movement speed by 3%, attack speed by 2%. So this is more of a defensive one to kite enemies. But like if you give it to a tank in a 7 Mythic Plus for example, they'll be able to debuff enemies, so then they'll take less auto attack damage. So you can see this thing is doing a bit of damn, right? And then this guy has a stacking buff that only he can see. So for him, he's slowing down the enemy, and he's seeing like an extra buff above his head. And it's only a little bit extra frosty damage. Last one is Blessing of Spring. Bless an ally for 30 seconds, increasing their healing done by 10% and healing received by 20%. So you put this on a tank, take 20% more healing. Give it to the healer, 10% more healing. Give it to a demon hunter that heals themselves, takes 20% more healing from himself, does 10% more healing to themselves. So it has a bit of like a stacking effect, you could say. And you can give it to allies, to a healer, or to yourself to just, hey, a healer heals you. He doesn't have to heal you as hard because he throws you a heal. It's 20% more effective. You're good, fam. And of course, you also have Nightfade with the Soulbind. I actually don't see it here for some reason. Do I even have Soulbinds in this guy? Hold on, I might not even have Soulbinds. Hold on. I don't think it has my Soulbinds equipped. Where's me Soulbinds? Where's me Soulbinds? What do you think of Enhancement Shaman? They're super fun. I like them a lot. They haven't got too many updates so far. Oh yeah, never got to equip it. Bit of a bummer, but it's okay. So you get also Grove Invigoration. With this ability, you get Mastery every time you use your Blessing. It's about 150 Mastery, so Balance Mastery isn't terrible. Maybe like for red better than others, but you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. So, watch that Shaman play. Does it show? Oh, it doesn't show his Blessing of Summer anymore. So that's the Blessings, right? And they rotate. They're 30-second duration, 45-second cooldown. So you pop a Blessing, then there's after Blessing is gone, 15-second CD before you can apply another one. And the idea is you want to rotate these Blessings. You can apply them on allies or friends. So it's an interesting common ability. Numbers-wise, it doesn't compete with everything else. But it has some uses in terms of like cooldown reduction for allies, which is offensives, defenses, basic abilities, which can be useful in the right situation, I would imagine. Healing increase to make your healers heal harder, or make your tank more susceptible to getting bigger heals. That could be survivability stuff. The second outside the box covenant, and I always wanted to be pretty good. So the legendary, the Paladin's God, with the Blessing of Seasons, is called Seasons of Plenty. Blessing of the Seasons effectiveness is increased by 100% after 10 seconds. This effect lasts for 10 seconds. So you'll pop a Blessing on the target. For 10 seconds, I'll have the basic version. Then for 10 more seconds, I'll have an empowered version where 100% effective. Everything. Healing more. Damage more. All that stuff. And then it just goes back to the normal. So let's say, for example, if I'm a Paladin, I imagine with this Blessing, could this potentially be a lot better than before? This Pally is not the same Pally as I have on live. My live Pally is a little bit more damage knockdown, but that's okay. So if let's say I pop a Blessing on myself, I need to kind of line up my big burst together with that 10 tail end combo. We're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for big damage while we have the 10-second, 80% chance to deal 60% more damage as holy damage. So how does that damage looking like so far? That seems pretty good. That did more damage than Machampa's verdicts for a second. Hey, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So I'm wondering if this Lego is gonna make this ability better. And also we have cooldown reduction aspect with that Lego catch-up. So we have CDs coming back a little quicker. That means my rotation is gonna be a little smoother. Since we have Crusader Strike and other abilities coming back quicker. But then for 10 seconds during that 20 seconds to between 20 second and 10 second window, that cooldown recovery is quicker. So I'm getting wings back quicker too. Right? I mean, hey, that's like 20% of my damage. That was not that bad. That was really not that bad. So I wonder what's it gonna look like by the time I have another set of wings. I'm gonna have another Blessing here in a bit. We're gonna pop it off. I need to get myself the Seraphim quickly. And how's the damage of this Blessing? Not amazing. The Blessing of Winter is more defensive. But I guess like there's a bit of damage and a bit of a defensive bonus to it. It was okay damage. Not amazing, but it was kind of okay, right? Taking a look at, if you guys are popping into the stream now, we're taking a look at the Paladins, the new Blessing Lego. The updated version of it. So now I kind of want to get my Blessing of Spring lined up, hopefully with Avenging Wrath. I don't think I'll be able to do that. And now I'm seeing a little bit of an issue with these Blessings. Like the first burst with the Blessing of Summer was really, really good. Look at that damage, dude. That was a really good burst in the opener. That was some really decent numbers. Like during your burst. But now I have wings back up. And I don't really know what to do with them. And I'm gonna have basically a desync of my Blessing of Spring. Because my cooldowns are a little off now. Because of that cooldown reduction element. So if actually 45 seconds per blessing, right? Hold on. I'm wondering here. 45 seconds per blessing. So 4 blessings is what? 45 seconds. And it's about a minute 30. Minute 25. So do I get Blessing of Summer at the same time as the rest of my blessings though? I wonder if it's possible if you're going to play the Blessing of Summer with this Lego, is if you throw on somebody else the cooldown reduction legendary, or aspect of it. And then you basically sync up so you always have Blessing of Summer and Wings available together. And then you don't have to desync your rotation ever. I wonder. Is that how that can work? Hold on. I'll actually try it. Let's just do it like this, right? We'll just pop these together. Well, I guess you wouldn't pop them exactly together, but more or less, right? Can you resync them? So I'm going to pop the cooldown reduction, I guess on this guy or something. I just wanted to make sure that this is synced together, right? There's a reason cooldown of your wings. If you had another aspect, like another talent that also further reduces the cooldown of your wings, that I think you might be able to get like close to a minute wings, as long as you can line up Blessing of Summer and wings together more or less. I'll be pretty happy. Oh no, 45 seconds times 4 is actually 3 minutes. Ah, interesting. So I wonder if it's possible to somehow, I guess we need some sort of cooldown reduction with the whole mechanic, wouldn't you? Ah, never mind. Yeah, that means the Blessing of Summer won't line up with wings super well. That's a bit unfortunate. Not gonna lie. I wonder if there's a rotational change you could do with it to make this better. Just like Summer, not the other, just Summer. Yeah, Summer is really, really good, but it's like you can't really reset it back to Summer. So basically in rotation though, I guess you would have a desync between Wings and Summer again. That's a little bit of an issue for me though. You know? That's a bit of an issue. Because then it would be a while before you can line up Summer again. Because the cooldown reduction aspect is a little quicker. Actually, let's find out how quickly can you like... I wish I could kind of like reset my blessings very, very quickly. Like somehow just join a dungeon, leave a dungeon, and then go back to Blessing of Summer. So you can see exactly... Like what I'm trying to, I guess, to figure out is Blessing of Summer. If you let all 4 Blessings of Summer tick out, the first Blessing of Summer with Wings lines up. But that means that Blessing of Summer takes 3 minutes to go through its full rotation, through its full loop. After you press Blessing of Summer, how long is it going to be until you get to Blessing of Summer again? Normally it's 2 minutes. Technically, you can shorten it together with this Blessing of Autumn for cooldown reduction. Because it also works for Blessing. Like, look, I have Blessing of Winter back up. I didn't have to wait too long. I basically say, like, what? Out of 15 seconds, I say, I had, like, what? 2 seconds worth of CD left? So you are getting Blessings back quicker, but you're also getting back Wings quicker. So then your Wings are never going to sync up with your Blessing of Summer ever. So I wonder if playing a playstyle together maybe with a, instead of Sanctified Wrath, Final Reckoning build. So you might be able to have Final Reckoning with that second Summer. So like the first round, you have Summer and everything. Second Summer, you have Wreck and Seraphim. Then maybe by third Summer, you might have Wings and everything back. It's almost like a Boomy desync with a Convoke, as well as like a Boomy desync with Convoke and Celestial Alignment. Or so, yeah, Celestial Alignment. Maybe it'll be similar to that, right? So you'll Convoke Celestial Alignment, then you'll Convoke separately, you'll Celestial Alignment separately, unless you do delay. So, do you press Celestial without Convoke? I don't think you do, right? I guess that would be a question. I think it basically would be similar to that of Warlock, right? Warlock's normally one Dark Soul Hysteria together with the Dark Glare. I mean, a 9-1 Dark Glare is a 2-minute cooldown, so it lines up every time. But I guess like a Destro Warlock, like you will desync your Infernal as well as Dark Soul. You won't try to pull them together. You'll try to put Dark Soul immediately, and then you have Infernal separately. And then the next go around, you'll be able to have them both together. Because then you'll have a Dark Soul in between, and then by the time you get that Dark Soul's back up, Infernal's back up. So then you'll sync them, then desync, sync them back up. So maybe that's what you'll have to do as a Paladin if you did want to play Night Fae. I wonder how numbers-wise that would do, because that Blessing of Summer damage, I was actually enjoying that. That was actually quite a lot of my damage. Especially when you're doing it during the apex of this Lego, like that 10 seconds of empowerment window, like when you have the most burst during that could be nuts. Hold on, I want to try this together with Final Reckoning though. I want to try this with Wreck. full final wreck, maybe even execution sentence. That might even be the play. Just drop down big holy damage during that window. For 20 seconds, that's an 8 seconds. So you basically would want to, as soon as the 10-second empowered version starts, drop execution's hammer, or maybe final wreck then hammer, or hammer then wreck. Either way, you want to do the most damage during that window. Yeah, I kind of want to see just how much damage you can do with like full go. Okay, boys, let's try this. I want to see how big that Blessing of Summer can be. Because here I did 60k. That's not a bad number for like a 3-minute CD, basically. 3-minute button. That's not terrible. You know what I mean? That's like... Is that flagellation numbers? I hope not. Okay, so we go for like the biggest burst possible. Not fast up or nothing. Just want to see the validity of this, right? Actually, no, I gotta wait for my blessings. I gotta wait for... Oh, did they increase the mastery on this? To 25. I thought it was 150. No, it's still 25 mastery. Maybe now they give you more anima, redirected anima per blessing. Because I don't remember it being 225 mastery before. Maybe that's normal. They got a main enhancement Shaman for 9-1. Go for it. I think it could be fun. I haven't really seen how well they do in the raid setting right now for 9-1, but hopefully it'll be good. Been a while since I've been able to watch the stream. How's the class look at PTR? What's your opinion on covering specific legends for classes? Some are really good, some are not. I'm taking a look at the Paladin ones with Night Fae. So the Paladin one and Night Fae, I kind of want to press Blessing of Summer seasons, and my burst is going to be during that 10-second window with Season of Plenty. So I guess I'm going to press a Blessing, and then try to line up a bunch of Holy Power, and then have a Seraphim, big go all at once, and just do the most amount of damage during that window. I'm thinking. Okay, we're coming up to it. The most damage during that window. Full setup. Full send. I don't think I had the proc, the RNG of it. Or maybe I messed up my rotation a little bit. I might have actually screwed up my rotation a little there too. I feel like you're going to have to be very, very specific in how you do your rotation. But the damage you could do is pretty decent. I mean, 20% of your damage in the opener? That's not terrible. Hey, that's not bad at all. I do wonder, like, what the rotation exactly, like, how would you want to line it up? And maybe the other one was better. Maybe the other talent set was stronger. Because Final Rec is good, but I don't know. Or legendary options never bad. That's true. We're hoping some of them are good. It doesn't seem like all of them are a must-have. It seems like some of them are good in specific situations, though. There's a problem with some of them, though, because they don't seem good at all. At least in like competitive sense, they're not as competitive as some of the other Honor talents or Legos Honor talents. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about, boys. Trust me. Can you believe me? Can you believe this guy? And I wish it was in my normal Pala. Exang. Execution sentence? I'm not great at execution sentence. I could give it a go though. During that window, I could maybe do it. Yeah, so now I have a bit of a desync where I have wings back up, but I don't have like anything available for it. So it's actually just use the blessing of healing here and just get an AFK until, right? We'll just AFK until we have a big go, because I really want to try to have a big proper go with the biggest blessing of summer I can. And we'll use X-Sync. We'll use that together. So we'll have Seraphim, Execute Ascendance. I don't really know what the best way is to line these things up. I think Seraphim last 50 seconds. So we want to get Seraphim before we have a go. So we build up Holy Power, then we Seraphim, right? And what I think I want to do is basically just try to see if we can maintain Holy Power for a bit. Just to make sure I have a bunch of Holy Power to work with. Because I want to see how big of a window that summer is going to be. Hey Dad, what's up Dana? How you doing fam? Hope you're having a good one. One Covenant specific legend and create a bit of a divide. Already people are switching as they buff and nerf Covenants. I feel like BFA gear all over again. Let me read that again. Wouldn't create a divide. Well, it depends what you mean by what divide are you talking about. As people are switching as a nerf and buff Covenants, feel like BFI all over again. I think what they're doing is buffing Covenants that are underperforming. They're not, I don't, some covenants are getting buffed basically with certain Legos, but I doubt they're really, I mean, there's going to be meta shift, right? It's a new tier. Meta shifts happen all the time. I think Blizzard is looking to actually create some meta shifts. I mean, there's some good, interesting nerfs happening, buffs and nerfs happening for a variety of different classes. And having the same meta, I mean, do you want to play another season where it's like all Fire Mages, Boomies, and Affliction Warlocks again? No, I don't think Blizzard wants it either. I don't think majority of the community wants that either. Like, some meta shift is good. So if the meta shift is a little bit, there's nothing wrong about that. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, we got ourselves a setup. As soon as we get our combat, we're gonna go hit a train dummy. We're trying to go for the biggest setup, okay? Okay, so we're chilling. So we'll have to go for a Seraphim. Let's do Seraphim now. Build up Holy Power. Big Burst. Big line up. As much Holy Power damage as we can during this window. Big Blast. How do we do? 7.2. Yo! That's pretty decent numbers. I actually think the other build was a little better. Like, Executor said it was pretty good. But this is like, what, 80% chance to do 6% more damage? I feel like with this ability, it's just a lot of little ripples of holy damage. I feel like that worked out better. Like, me not trying got the most effort than me trying with Final Wreck. You know what I mean? Plus, I know my Sims recommends me play Sanctified Wrath right now, so maybe that's better. That's a cool idea, though. You know, go for a full big old go. I did reach 60k damage last time with Blessing of Summer, so I'm not reaching that 60k anymore. I'd like to get back to that. But if it's able to get 60k damage as a 3-minute cooldown, that might not be completely terrible. I'm just kind of wondering the viability. I really want this Covenant to work out, man. I really want this Covenant to work. It seems really cool. Because this Covenant is so out of the box, you know? So it's out of the box, man. Like, healing increase. Like, if you're in a tough situation and you need more healing, like, that could be leveraged, I feel like, you know? Damage, you could give it to someone else who got big blaster burst, like a fire mage with his blessing. It's 80% chance to do 60% more damage as holy damage. Dude, that seems nutty. During your big combust that already hitting pretty hard, during that small 10-second window, if you landed up together with Blessing a season, that could be lots of damn. That could be a ton of damn. That could be a big boss damn. You know what I mean? That could be like similar to Night Fae spirits. Of like, man, that's parsing. That's like some parsing stuff right there. But I don't know. Like, I really want this to be good. Like, I really want it to be good. Like, the cooldown reduction stuff could be cool too, but I don't know. There's some cooldown reduction stuff going with the priest leg, and a buddy of mine was like, nah, it ain't gonna be good. You're gonna be desynced and stuff too much. And I kind of see what he means in like in terms of paladin. Like, my stuff is so desynced too. Officially tell us a release date next patch. When is Blizzard gonna tell us? Whenever they do, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Sorry, by the way, people kept trying to change gear for specific Azurite, even if the Atonement was lower. We're switching Covenant passes and abilities, etc. Wait, what? People kept having to change gear for specific Azurite traits, even if the Atonement was lower, until your neck was higher. Yeah, maybe. Now we're switching for Covenant passives and abilities, etc. I mean, people always switched, right? They switched since the beginning of the expansion. And do you want mages to be constantly Night Fae? I don't even think all fire mages want to be constantly Night Fae. Like, Night Fae is cool, but if they had more viable, good options, I don't think that's a bad thing. Dude, right now, if you play with any people that are raiding or pushing keys, people are switching Covenants just to max out the Renown. Just in case someone is good next patch and they don't want to have to do Renown farming then. People are switching around right now just to max Renown. If people really didn't want to have to switch, they wouldn't be doing it. But right now, like, top tier players are switching left and right just to max Renown in different Covenants. My guild is doing it. Top players are doing it. People are trying different stuff constantly. The prog is over. Now is the time to actually try things. Especially for next patch with the changes. Like, as a warlock, do you want to say Night Fae for the rest of this Shadowlands expansion? How boring would that be? And there's quite a lot of people that feel the same way. If you want to switch to say the Covenant, you can. But there's quite a lot of people that are trying stuff. Like this Arms Roar, look at him, hitting a train dummy, trying it out. Hey, maybe there's something new. Hey, Mortal Strike had chance to apply Call Smash. Maybe there's a soul bind that works with that. Warriors are usually all Vent tier. Hey, maybe I can play Night Fae possibly, potentially. I just gotta go hit a train dummy, give it a try. Maybe he wants to play Night Fae. You know? I feel like that part isn't considered. I mean, that's one of the bad things about BFA is we actually never switched Azurites. Like, we got new Azurite shoulders and stuff, but it was same crap. It was same Azerite traits. People didn't like that. So you're actually getting some changes, some new stuff, some switching. It's fresh. It keeps things exciting. I mean, if you don't want to do it, hey, you could just stay with whatever coin you like. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know, and a lot of people that are complaining about having to play, being able to. It's because there's not a lot of options. And if this patch opens more options, hey, you could stay and play what was good, or you could play something else, and it's pretty viable too. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a good thing. I'm actually surprised. I mean, maybe if you just don't want to switch, you're like, you know, I'm already, like my rogue is all vent there. I'm probably not going to switch him. I already have all my stuff maxed out there. You know, I don't want to have to go Necrolord. You know, I guess you don't have to. You'd be surprised if it was 29th of June? You think so? And you say you wouldn't be surprised if it was? Because I think there's some potential in that being a real leak, right? So it's a question of how viable is that leak? Normal leaks are from Blizzard. So usually it's Blizzard announcing us. But could it be some top tier player got their foot in the door with some big company over in China and got some down low info and then just kind of slid it down low in the stream? I think it's possible. I wouldn't say it's possible. I think it's not completely out of the ordinary, or out of realm possibilities. I could be wrong. Maybe the guy's BSing. I think it'd be cool because it would also make sense, right? Like, BC is coming out, and Blizzard said they want to release Shadowlands and BC, but not at the same time. They want to make sure there's some distance apart from them. A month distance is a decent distance. Like, people waiting for patch 9.1, imagine they're hopping on TBC, boosted a character, playing with their buddies. After about a month, you're like, okay, well, Classic is not for me. Is Shadowlands going to get any updates? Or, okay, I played a bit of Classic, I did some dungeons. Is Shadowlands coming back? Or, okay, I did maybe, I don't know if they're going to have a raid in a whole month yet on TBC. Then maybe they will. They'll be like, okay, I played a little bit. All right, because some people are going to stay in TBC, people that want to play Classic, but there's going to be a lot of people that like retail more than TBC. Like, people like that exist. I know, like, everywhere you go in the forums or Asmongold stream, it'll be like, haha, Classic, retail, haha, kick W, retail sucks, Classic best. You know what I mean? And it makes it sound like, oh, wow, nobody likes retail at all. But then I do my own poll, like, hey, TBC is coming out, are you excited? Give different options. Hyped, not sure because of microtransactions, just because I want to see how if people don't like the microtransaction aspect, like how many people care. I'd rather play 9-1, I'd rather wait for 9-1, or I'd rather wait for Wrath TBC. Or Wrath Classic, I guess. The biggest bar is I'd rather wait for 9-1. At least from the however many votes we had in our community. You know? So I don't know. But that could be. But I have a guess. Went to Rogue Awesome, they're pretty fun. Hey, my question is, what do you think of demonology in the near future? Will it be viable on the M+? Does Demo have a chance because of the nerfs to affliction? I think in the end it will depend on the raiding environment, the dungeon environment for those two specs, and the overall numbers. It all depends. There are some Warlock changes happening, but in the end it comes down to the sims. Which spec is going to do the most damage? Which spec is going to be the most effective? And affliction Warlocks always had an advantage over the other specs where you can move while casting. You can put up your dots while moving. You can plan out your movement and get a couple of malefic captures in to get a lot of your damage squeezed in. Demonology Warlock is about generating lots of resources, but you have to stand still for a lot of it. What's up, Shimi? How you doing, my man? At Record Moment, what's up? Bye for lunch. Thanks so much for stopping by, my guy. Appreciate you. Destro, not terrible, but generally not a single target mayhem machine without the Giga Haste. But it can do good cleave, so maybe on 2-target cleave, Destro will dominate. We'll have to wait and see. It all depends, right? It all depends. Which specs are more efficient at putting out damage to single target, but also depends on a raid too, right? If there's a lot of options where you can stand still as a range and not plan your movement, then it will come down to who does the most numbers, who has the easiest time dealing with numbers. If it's a fight that goes from a single target to a big hectic area cleave back to single target, which spec can adapt to that the best, right? Which spec can put up more single target focus damage while doing great AoE? And whichever spec can do that best is the one that's going to be best. It all comes down to the environment, rather. That's what it really is environment defines the meta in a big way. That's what I think people forget. I got a speaking ticket this morning. What? Steven! Were you speeding? Were you speeding? Because I've been in situations where a friend of mine was not speeding. They never speed. So then I hear that they got a speeding ticket. I'm like... So I'm like, tell me for real, what's the guy to ask? It's like, yeah, that guy was literally out to write some tickets, dude. You know what I mean? He was a actual bully, and it's like, okay, hopefully he's reported. You know what I mean? What do you think about I don't see Destro and M plus and I know. I don't see good Destro and M plus and I know. Are there any Destros playing 9-1, 9-0? I guess we can see, right? Do 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 do. Let's see if there's any Destros at all. I mean, there are Destro Warlocks doing 24s, right? Are there Affliction doing like 27s? No, but 24s? Not terrible. I mean, a 24 is really not bad, right? A 24 is really not bad. I mean, for some people, 24, that's some kid stuff, unless it's 27 or nothing, dude. You know what I mean? So there are Destros that are playing. They're doing pretty well. Oh, this guy's playing Nightfade Destro. Good time to 27, 24. I don't know. I guess it depends if you subscribe to like the Ricky Bobby mentality. If you're not first, you're last kind of deal. There's an Affliction Warlock that did 25 at some point. Is that the highest an Affliction Warlock did? Yeah, I guess if you're part of that Ricky Bobby mentality of like, oh, I want to play only what a top tier player. Shell. Okay, I think I know that. Is that the guy with the top parse? Hold on, is that the guy with the top parse? Hold on. Which boss was it? Hungering? Oh no. Wait, can I see Warlocks? I thought there was a Warlock part that was like 10k. Was it not this guy? Hold on, was it maybe Sludge Fist? No. Shriek? No. Huntsman? No. What boss was it? A Zymox? There was some Demonology Warlock that did 10k on one of these fights. And then he got like yeeted, I guess, off of here. I think it was Hunger and Destroyer. Was it heroic? Hold on, I don't think it was heroic, was it? Oh, it was. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was mythic for some reason. 11k. Yeah. 7 PIs, 4 benevolent fairies. Jesus Christ. Is Prot Warrior Venti viable in raids? It's not super strong because it's just a button you don't press as a Prot, right? You end up playing, like if you're raiding, I guess it depends, like if you're re-clearing, you already know the mechanics, you know the cooldowns that you're going to use. I guess you can squeeze up in a couple of executes here and there for Danny, technically. But in terms of progression, you're going to try to be as tanky as you can. You're going to try to take the least amount of damage as possible. And a lot of your damage for tankiness, or a lot of your damage goes into ignore pain as well as shield block. You don't really have a lot of rage to give with Condemns. Although, however, Condemn and the playstyle that Prots might be able to get in with a Ventier Covenant, at the opener fight you can press Last Stand and then keep condemning to extend that Last Stand. So technically you can do quite a bit of damage while being quite tanky with Last Stand. That's a lot of extra health. So if you go pop a shield once in a while, you're good. What's up, my man? How's your Wednesday? Trying to get back into M+, or try 9 Spires on 175? I don't know if you'll get invited, but you could try, dude. I think you should try it. What's up, Worthless? How you doing, my guy? It could be interesting. This will be top pick for locks. It could be. 85 and a 60. My man, Steven. You take care of yourself, my guy. You know what I mean? You watch yourself, dude. My man. How you doing, my guy? 1 to 3. It's, so Proud Warrior Ventier might be viable in the future. Ventier for Frost Covenant is pretty big single target increase. Frost Mage or Frost DK? Because there's 2 Frosts. And I don't ever know which one people mean. Alright, let's try again this burst with the Zeal and Sanctified Wrath on the dummy. I want to just try to have a big go on the dummy, you know what I mean? Just a big go on a dummy. With the blessing, with a new, with this like, I really want it to be strong, dude. I really want it to be good. What's up, Sele? Fen, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Frost Mage, okay. Yeah, Venti for Frost Mage seems pretty good with the extra flurries that you get. I don't like the Venti Frost Mage ability personally. I think it's kind of boring. Like, it's good, but it doesn't feel as impactful, right? It's resource generation, but that's about it. I think it's cool in PvP. For PvE though, don't feel it, man. I don't know why. I gotta play TBC. I am with guildies. I don't really know if I'll stream it much or if I'll make videos on it. I don't think I'm a classic Andy like that. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys. Big burst. Trying to make the biggest blessing of summer possible. Okay? Pop blessing of summer. Hope it generates some resources here. Trying to hopefully get the big blast from that holy extra blessing damage. Now's the damage we want to see, dude. Do more damage than my actual abilities. I like it. I like it. Huge hits. I like that. 44. Not exactly my 60k that we did earlier, but pretty good. Pretty good. You know, can't complain. So it can hit as hard as 9k. That is really good. 60% damage increase on top of like what you normally do. That can be pretty good, damn. I can subscribe to that. I would subscribe to that, dude. By the way, subscribe if you're watching the stream and you enjoy yourselves. Wow, what a sly guy. Weaving in subscribes into his stream. Who is this dude? Is that even the Dalaran I know, dude? Yes, hello. You know, I kind of like this. It's gonna die in The Sims. It's gonna live or die in The Sims. Like, if it's Sims and anywhere decent, even for like half a second, then it might be fun. I'm trying to kind of justify this Lego with the Covenant in terms of like the extra uses for the cooldown reduction that can be applied to you or your allies. Tanks getting defensive back quicker. Could be interesting, you know? It's an outside way of looking at it. More healing for a healer, or more healing taken during a pretty bad phase. But I guess the question of like, can you somehow manage to use the blessing in conjunction with a fight? Because the timers are going to be different, right? Blessing timers and fight timers just might not line up at all. And maybe you might be able to like run the math for it, because you can choose which blessing you start with, right? Before a fight, you can cycle through your blessings and choose which one you want to start with, so you can actually have big bursts or have utility usages for it at the very start of a fight. So it could be pretty decent. I don't know. I feel like if maybe it gave you ability to choose, so basically it made you cycle through all the blessings before it resets them. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, for example, if all these blessings were on like a longer cooldown, right? Like if you had 4 buttons to apply 4 blessings separately. When you press one blessing, all of them go on a 45-second cooldown. And the main blessing is like a what, on a 3-minute cooldown? That'd be kind of cool. So then you could kind of allocate which blessing you use in which order. And then you had a bit more freedom. I wonder if that'll make it a little bit better. I guess it'll make it a little better, but I don't really know. I don't think we're still going to see any Night Fit Paladins. Although with this Lego, I did like the damage the blessing did. So I could have Gear Paladin. That could be quite a hit. That could be quite a bop. You know what I mean? That could be quite a bit of burst. I mean, I get between 1,000 extra damage and 9,000 extra damage. That's pretty good. That's really, really good. You know? I think I hit off of this grid here with 15k to that 9k. So, I don't know, man. I kind of want it to be good, but I don't know if it'll be. Alrighty, let's take a look at some of the other Legos we have. I think the Hunter Legos, we can't look at them yet because they're not in the game yet. But we can maybe find out. Probably gonna need help with the +9 Spires. We're struggling to keep my drop DPS on my 7. Man. Yeah, at 175 atom level though, I don't know if it'll be easy. I think it will want to start at like 4s and 5s, because that'll be a little bit less struggle bus. That's Affy and Destra openers. I'm not great at Affy or Destra. But also didn't get anything new. I wouldn't be able to really, I mean, you wouldn't really, it wouldn't be any different than live. The only thing that would be different maybe is the fact that your demons do a bit more damage, but that's about it. Sure, I went outside. You ever thoughts of Frostmage and Necrolord? And how about it 9-1? Necrolord Frostmage? I don't think I ever mentioned anything about it. They're not getting anything new, and I don't think that's a strong covenant for them to begin with, is it? Necrolord Frostmage. Not a lot of representation. Is there like an explanation maybe of so why they're all ventier? I mean, resources, right? It's pretty good for raiding. Could be a build for war? Really? Deals high damage and characters deactivation of Frost strongest proc. Is this really that high damage? Go more often above the shatter. But it's important not to focus so much on the signature ability. Covenant Soulbind Necrolord have the strongest Soulbind in the game. By itself, the Necrolord is competitive. Better than Mirror Torment, Rain Spark, and Cleave fights. However, it's not worth being a Necrolord if you can't use Emony. One of the Soulbinds are weak, and the ability is almost worthless outside of Cleave. So on single target damage, it is worthless. Even though it does 15% spell power buff. Is scared by the strength of the many. Lead by example. Same time as ICV's Frostbolt, very low proportional frost roll damage. Oh, okay, that explains why Deathborn isn't that good. It's a lot of the ice sense damage. I would imagine that's the same. I mean, I guess that makes sense actually. You do ice sense quite a bit. So yeah, Frost is Necrolord, not terrible on paper. And maybe if you want to use in PvP, that extra 50% damage is pretty good. Was this used to be... Has this ability ever been like it buffs the damage of a Frostbolt? Like, what's the actually? I want to see the changelog for Deathborn ability. Is it changelog? There's a changelog. Okay, so did this ever used to buff the damage? No, this always was a spell. Damage is increased. So I always thought it was spell damage of Arcane Blast, Fireball, and Frostbolt. Is that really not that good? I mean, I know it buffs the ability for Frostbolt, but it's also 15% more damage for 25 seconds. Is that really not that good? Because that buffs your Frost Lances too, doesn't it not? Or am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong on that one. Yeah, spell damage is good by 15. Because your primary ability to hit 2 targets. I guess if you want to maximize the value of it, right? But what would you rather have? More procs as a Ventier? Or would you rather have like a big 3-minute button that lets you do 15% more damage with your Icy Veins? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. While Mirrors of Torment does give you flurries into Ice Lance to do more often, which basically that combo is majority of your damage. And if you could just do that more often, you just do more damn. At least these play into that burst combo. I guess it's a spec that isn't really... it only has big buttons attached to the way that they use their abilities. Not something where you need to press a big button for more damage. So I think that's why. Because of the combo that it offers. Okay, I guess that explains a little better. Yeah, I don't know. Necrolord, Frost Mage, I don't really know if it's going to be good unless you're going to be Frostbolt spamming. Maybe in PvP. Because in PvP you actually have Frostbolt and playstyles. Like if you want to hit more than one target, maybe. In PvP, that extra 50% damage can maybe score a kill. Potentially. But I don't know, to be honest. I don't really know. I know that our Arcane Mages for a little bit were go with Necrolord. Like there was a bit of like a coalition of them. I guess because you lined up a lot of damage during your open burst, but it's really quickly became, like in Raid, lots of Kyrian. Mythic Pluses is still quite a bit of Night Fate because of that AoE potential with that ability. I still love that Kyrian setup though. It's good funnel damage. Good funnel damage. So good. Actually so good. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, do we have the new Legos? No, so we can't test that. Okay, what about Shaman? Do we have the new Legendaries on the Shaman? Do we have the new Legos on the Shaman? Dalmemer. Even 9.1, it didn't get any new changes for Necrolord in 9.1. I don't think Mages even got the Covenant. No, they did get Covenant Legos. I guess technically there is that one ability where you Frostbolt to build up with a Lego, right? The Mage Lego, where you Frostbolt to build up the damage of your other abilities. Right? Let me look it up real quick in the Mage stream. Mage Covenant abilities, because those are up. Death's Fathom. Fireball, Frostbolt, and Arcane Blast have a chance to grant Deathborn for 8 seconds. So your basic abilities have a chance to give you Deathborn. While in this form of Skeleton Mage, so whether you use Deathborn or get a proc, the spell damage granted is increased by 1% for each enemy hit by Fireball, Frostbolt, and Arcane Blast. As a Fire Mage, you're not going to be Fireballing in the opener. You're going to be Combusting, Fire Blasting, and Pyroblasting, so you're not even going to be able to increase the damage increase of this. As Frost Mage, you will Frostbolt, but eventually in your burst it is going to be just spamming Ice Senses because you're getting procs and procs and procs. However, as Arcane Mage, you can actually go for big Arcane Blast back to back to back to back to back to back to back in your opener, so you'll get a lot of value from it. Technically, there is cleave situations, but I don't really know if Fire Mages are going to swap to Fireballing for cleave. I think them popping big Pyros and Fire Blast into one boss, and then using Phoenix Flames to spread the Ignite is stronger. For Mages, I guess you could Frostbolt, but you'll also Ice Sense, because that can also cleave. Unless you're hitting 3 targets in particular and you're doing some kind of big tunnel Frostbolt build. So maybe in that situation where you're hitting 3 targets, that's where Necrolord Mage will be stronger. In any other situation, I couldn't see it. If you want to play it, it's probably not terrible. If you want to look at some of the sims, you can always sim your character to see how well that playstyle would work. Blood Mallet, for example, has some sims. So, but you should sim your character. So plug in your character into raid bots and sim yourself. But take a look at Covenants, for example. In pure single target, hey, Necrolord isn't that far behind the Venthyr in pure single target. Just gotta take a look at the profile builder, right? What kind of a profile they're running? Icy Veins, active Frostbolt, increases the custom Frostbolt by 2%, so it'll probably be the best combo, honestly. So, not terrible there. In AoE, you can also take a look at Hectic Adcleave. It's not amazing, but if you're fine not doing like, you know, 10k DPS, 9k DPS sims, so it's not going to be perfect like that every single time in AoE. But if you're fine with like a slight potential damage loss, but also you could just sim your character or just test run it in PTR, copy your character over. But yeah, it's just when you go through in terms of like how would this one be useful. Frost, I just don't really see a lot of synergy between Necrolord and Frost. Like if that's what you just want to play and you want to try to make it work, I think you should copy your character in PTR, swap to Necrolord Mage, try out the Lego, go kill some mobs out in the open world, hit a trained dummy, hit multiple trained dummies, and then play it out to see how it feels into your rotation. If you feel like you could have more fun with it, and if you feel like you enjoy it more, you could play it. If you feel like you are not seeing like a huge damage loss where you're like, man, I don't know if I'm liking this, you could swap it out too. Plus, you are going to get more soul binds, like bigger soul bind trees too. So maybe there's something in the actual expanded soul binds that could help Frost out. Maybe the fact that you're running extra potency conduit, maybe could be helpful. Maybe there's a specific Necrolord soul bind bonus that could be helpful. Can we take a look at that actually? I think Wowhead should have a PTR version of that. Okay, they do have it. So we're looking at Necrolord, right? So what do you look at as a Frost Mage in terms of like what setup you want to run? And I guess we could also see what are the most popular soul binds that Frost Mages run in, let's say in like, I don't know, let's do raiding, dude. Let's do raiding. Most people raid. What are the soul binds people run? So you usually gotta run Ice Bite, Icy Propulsion, Ice Bite, and Icy Propulsion. Okay. So you have a couple different soul binds to choose from. Let's say you have an Emily setup. And you'll probably run Icy Propulsion 226. Icy Propulsion, while Icy Veins is active, your critical hits reduces cooldown by 1.2 seconds. So that won't be that bad. Let's say you go for another with Ice Bite, which, what does that do? Increases the damage of ice sense against the target. That's pretty good. And what would you get for another potency slot? Shivering Core. Blizzard damage increased by 8%. You don't need that for AoE, do you? I don't think you do. Unlimited Cold. Frozen Orb damage increase. You could probably run the Frozen Orb build. Or you could go Gift of the Leech. Deathborn duration increased to, what is it, 226 by 9.6 seconds. I don't think it's going to be that good. So you'll probably end up running like Unlimited Cold or something, right? My cycle would just for the damage itself. No, Unlimited Cold. Here we go. So what? So again, an extra potency conduit, that's not terrible. Like Unlimited Cold isn't bad, but would that be better inside of a Necrolord setup? I don't know. It doesn't particularly roll into Necrolord. In fact, it actually rolls into that Iceland spamming setup better. It's not bad, but Frozen Orbs do give you Iceland's proc, so nothing really into the potency conduits that could help you out. Maybe you think, you know, just a longer Lich duration. Maybe that could be good. Lich normally is 25 seconds, so you'll be able to get it close to 30 seconds, which is basically what your Icy Veins is, but you get in cooldown reduction on Icy Veins anyway. So then it'll actually desync. That's another thing to consider. And I guess if you're not going to roll this, you don't need 2 potency slots, so I guess you could maybe go for... I really don't know. Push cut while moving, more of a defensive playstyle. Well, so we got what? After standing still for 2 seconds, next time you move, you gain movement speed. Or while 90% health, you gain a shield that absorbs health. But the final one is Flesh Cap covers in 3 pustules per second. Take a damage or being healed. Pops a pustule. Does damage to nearby enemies. So you're not going to be in melee, so you're probably not going to end up running it. So while the Soulbind for lead by example is pretty good for M&E, it means for the final bonus, you'll need to be in melee. You're not going to want to do this as Mage. I feel like it's pretty mute. Leg Visor, Marileth, not amazing at the start. Decent setup with the same potency stuff. Towards the very bottom, he does have okay, so that's the defensive stuff. Deathburn summons Kevin's Oozling to fight alongside you for a whole minute. So that's an Oozling that attacks the enemy, will spit at them. And it'll do damage to the enemy and grant shield to allies. So I guess that Oozling could be pretty good. It does scale for versatility. I don't know how versatility heavy Frost Mages are. But I guess that could be kind of okay at a loss of this. So it's like, you don't have quite a good synergy with M&E. You don't have quite a good synergy with Marileth. Maybe a Bonesmithheimer, because this, I mean, that's just extra stats, right? That's pretty easy to play. I didn't mean to swap it out. There we go. Bam. Or maybe you could go for, oh, actually with Marileth, you could go for the Heimer Arsenal. So after landing 10 crits, you gain crit. That actually could be pretty good. And then you could get rid of the Frozen Orb thing and go for Icy Bite. That actually couldn't be that tough of a combo. Let's continue on. Damaging an enemy above 90% health grants you Mastery. Mastery could be not terrible in the opener. I know it's not a stat you stack, but it does increase the damage of your icicles. That could be pretty good. That's not terrible, especially since you're trying to do big damage burst in the opener. And if you're hitting a new target, that is Mastery that could be stacked up for you as well. Also increases damage of a Frozen Orb. Not a terrible combo. Hold on, not a terrible combo at all. The other ones, when the enemy is nearby, your health is increased. Doesn't really matter that much. And then finally, when you damage an enemy that's below 35% health, so like Ice Secret range, 3% of the damage is repeated over 5 seconds, healing an ally. So technically, with Heimer, you could go for extra crit. You could play with Forgeborn Revelries. You have potential maybe pneumatic equipment and the mastery for like Mythic Pluses or just opener mastery damage. That could be not terrible for Frost Mage if you end up running Deathborn. So that's a couple different things you gotta consider. Is like, what are the soulbinds? Could there be a potential there? And of course, people are just gonna. There's eventually gonna be some sims, so you can just run a sim for your character, see how much that contributes towards your playstyle at all. Before the sims comes out, though, that's kind of the thought process you have to go through. I was like, okay, what does this have? What does that have? Can I find use out of it for Frost Mage? It's kind of an extended, long discussion, but hopefully that helped out a little bit, fam. Hope 9.1 will be better than we feel the changes. Yeah, I'll keep it on. I'm hoping it'll just be changes overall. Went to Lego 9.1 Doom. Went to Lego for 9.1, Sinful Delight. Consuming Brain Freeze reduces Mirrors of Torment cooldown by 3 seconds. If Mirrors of Torment is spelled, the cooldown is reduced by 45. So it has a very PvP-centric focus to it. So you give you more uses of it because people are going to dispel Mirrors all the time in PvP. So you can use them more often. But in PvE, basically you're lowering down from a minute 30 to down a minute. If you're getting regular Brain Freeze procs, Fire Blast procs, and missiles procs. Yeah. Hey Dalaran, what are the chances of 551 Duels playlists will exist? Is there any chance BFA 5.5 Duel playlist will exist? I think there is already one. Lock Leg is not available in PTR yet. I don't think so. We can check it in a bit. That'll be fine in 9.1. Yeah. Hey Soulbinds feel insane for Frost. Frost don't cast Frostbolts and AoE, and some legendaries need delay ability. And Frost's pretty bad. RNG single target spec. Need some help. I feel like, again, he was just asking, like, Frost Necrolord, how viable is it? So I just went through like some of the reasons as to like why I think it's good. but also why I think parts are not going to be that great. Like, if you just take a look at big picture, soulbinds, legendaries, ability itself, conduits, it just doesn't feel like it synergizes. Like, if Blizzard gave a more Frostbolt-centric playstyle, where Frostbolt is like as hard-hitting as it is in PvP, because in PvP they're really focusing on the Frostbolt gameplay, then it'd be really good there. Like, for PvP, I don't think it's a bad choice. You're Frostbolting everybody. That could be pretty good. Burst in PvP is never bad, even on a 3-minute burst. That could be pretty good. Even if you're not going to be Frostbolting, pretty good. And also the soulbinds work better for PvP as well if you look at it like that. But I'm talking PvE, I guess. That you gives 20% haste, 20% crit, 9-1, yes. She will, which is going to be even better. Activity is down, everything, man. Yo, what's up, Vince? Actually, it's a chance for versatility instead of crit. It's not always crit. It can be versa. Yeah, probably not going to change. We'll see. I would like for it to be changes, you know? If people had options of what they want to play. I think more options is good. That's what I think the Blizzard should focus for the next patch, is players actually having options in which covenants they play. Covenant Legos contribute to that option changing experience. Like Subtlety Rogue's actually becoming a little bit better. They are having to play Ventier to be as good as SAS, but they could be, if the scriptures are correct, the sacred texts are correct, the sacred sims of 9-1. If those are correct, it could be as good as a SAS if they play Ventier with the new Ventier Lego. I think it's cool. Anything for Outlaw Rogue other than last video? I don't think so. I don't think anything new since. Warlocks. So Warlocks got new Legos on paper. Warlock. Nothing new though. Okay, let's take a look at the Warlock Legos, boys. Let's take a look at those bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they suck your soul? Warlocks. Is this Warlocks? No, this is Warlocks. Here we go, boys. Warlock unconfirmed legendaries, but have been data mined. These are unofficial, so they're probably going to go through changes, as a lot of the other ones have. Shard of Annihilation. Decimate Bolt also increases the critical chance and critical strike damage of Demon Bolt, Incinerate, and Shadow Bolt. That's basically a Torghast power, which makes sense to add as a Lego. I don't know how strong this will be, because there are some playstyles around the Decimated Bolt, but I don't know. The Decimated Bolt does have a execute potential to it. And I remember Decimated Bolt and Incinerate playstyle was pretty strong back in the day. So was Drain Soul playstyle. You know what? I feel like that one could be kind of okay. It's a very single target focus, but it does basically buff the Decimated Bolt interaction with your Demon Bolt, Incinerate, and Shadow Bolt / Drain Life. One of them, Drain Soul. Drain Soul, not Drain Life. It does at least buff that synergy even more. Any comment about Venti for Frost is trash? Well, technically, Night Fae couldn't be that terrible, Sam. Cooldown reduction isn't bad, and also the crit from Corin isn't terrible either. Technically. No, Sam, you haven't tried the Kyrian Arcane. I don't think you tried the Kyrian Arcane. That's super fun. I think you gotta give it a try, man. There's more Kyrian, like, if you look at the actual, like... Let me look it up. Like, at the top, Covenant stuff? For Arcane. Necrolords are kind of there, but in AoE is dominated by Night Fae with a little bit of Kyrian, and with Raid it's dominated by Kyrian all the way. At least in the top parses. As the top parses, top players. Maybe like this is the most popular one, but in terms of top parses, like these are the strongest for raids or Mythic Plus. But the Cleaver Arcane Brush is really good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think, again, maybe it's just the popular choice, and that's like the most people are playing that Covenant with that class combo, but it was like what's performing well. Is what I guess what I'm talking about. Alright, take a look at more Warlock stuff. Decaying Soul Satchel, Night Fae. Each target affected by Soul Rot increases your haste and crit by 50%. That seems like a typo. 50% haste and crit. Each target, so you could break more than 100% crit as a Night Fae Warlock. That would be busted until canceled. So I guess while the dot is up, so I could say like 5% haste, 5% crit, which would be a decent number. I mean, it's a lot of stats in AoE or single. That seems more like an AoE Lego though. I couldn't see this Decaying Soul Satchel be anywhere better than in Mythic Pluses if it came out as it is. That's cool, but I don't know. Like, even if it was like 50, I guess at 50 it'd be pretty strong. You test that? Yo. That seems interesting, but if it's 50% haste and crit, then yes, it's going to be played constantly. I mean, it's basically bloodlust every time you press Soul Rot. But if the numbers were something more realistic, like 5%, 10%, 15%, even 15, I feel like it actually would be played. But like 5 or 10, 5 per target. Like, so you could get maybe 50% haste, maybe 50% crit. In like a 5 target situation, could be pretty good. But Morgan's about Frost Venthyr for the for his best played Knife 2, and you benefit more from Venthyr. My argument is about Frost Venthyr for is the best played Knife 2, and benefit more from Venthyr. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. Not at all. With Prideful, Necro gets more stronger. Like Prideful Affix, I guess everybody gets stronger, right? Everybody gets a damage buff. But Prideful is going to be gone on 9-1, so that's something to consider as well. Prideful is going to be gone. So like if you're looking at, oh, Necrolord 9-1 with Prideful, nutty, but Prideful is gone, so we don't even know what the new affix is going to be yet. But we'll know next week. Contain Perpetual Explosion for Venthyr. Impending Catastrophe Final Explosion damage is good by 50% plus 10% for each enemy hits on its way to the target. I'm gonna miss Prideful. I already missed it, dude. It's actually really good. You know, after this next affix, healers are gonna have to start carrying mana in their bags again. You're gonna be like, hold on, guys, you gotta sit down, mana up. You'll be like, oh, brother, this guy stinks. Just use the Prideful buff. Oh, wait. You know, it's gonna be that again. So if Blizzard could do something to whatever the affix is, like if you do the affix properly, you heal gains mana over time. I think that'd be nice if they added that somehow, so you could like go Mythic Pluses. So many good things about Pride. It's apparently some people are saying like at the high end, like at the top tier, like in terms of competitive Mythic Pluses, it's not the most amazing affix, since like in Mythic MDIs people skip it because it's not worth it. But I think it does. I don't know, like it seems like an affix that people skip, at least at the high end, so maybe it's not as good as we think it is, but I like it. But I don't know. OP power gain, it's really good on that damage front. I really do like it. The mana is really nice. Your mage to get food? Ugh. No, people would end up bringing feasts, because mage food is not as good, fast as feasts. People would drop it down feasts, they give you 10% mana every second. So it wouldn't be even mages. I do like the idea of this one though. Catastrophe does, Final Explosion does 50% more damage, plus 10 for each target hit. That could be really good, like, focus Covenant damage. I do wonder how much damage is a Warlock's, like, output inside of keys, for example. I don't think there's a lot of Venthyr Warlocks. I want to see which Warlock uses Venthyr the best. 20s for Destro. Okay, Destro got 20s. 20s for Demo. Okay, let's take a look at Destro, I guess. Destro Warlock with a 20. It's one of these 20s. Is that Destro with the... Yeah, here we go. Let's translate it real quick so we can see the damage output. So the actual Impending Catastrophe, so this looks like the damage that it does while it's traveling to the target. And this is the eventual hit. It's about 5% more damage. So this is going to do 50% more damage. Plus 10 for each target that it hits. Impending Catastrophe hit cast 26 times. 26 times. How many targets did it hit? So it hit 71 targets. So actually, it would be buffed per target that it hit. That's actually interesting. Wait, could this actually be kind of decent? Because it hit a lot of people. Like, it hit a lot of targets with it. DPS for it wasn't amazing, but for every enemy it hits, the primary target is going to take more damage. And I guess it's a Impending Catastrophe. Does it hit everybody? Because I'm guessing it's a two-parter, right? Goes before the cloud that passes through an enemy. It does a bit of damage from enemy dealing damage to enemies in its path. And then the final one deals to and all nearby enemies. So that final one can actually be even more AoE damage. Wait, this is not only like single target increase for like focus damage, but it's also actually more AoE damage, like if enemies are stuck together. Because what's the yard range for this thing? All nearby enemies. So we don't really know the yard range, but if you could pass through a bunch of players, bunch of enemies, like let's say it's a clustered set of enemies together, right? or like, let's say it's 5 enemies in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Passes through 1, 2, 3, and let's say it hits the 4th. Radius is big enough to affect all of them. That's 10% per. And if you have a bunch of little adds in between, when you hit that center clump of enemies, that could be a pretty big explosion. That could actually be kind of interesting. I kind of want this one to be good because the Ventier ability itself sucks. Like, no one plays Ventier. Like, representation of Ventier in Mythic Pluses and as well as in Raids is not high. There are some Warlocks that play Ventier really, really well. In Mythic Pluses, it actually has some play. Outside of that, not a lot. So, because most Warlocks have Night Phase, just way too good. But also, Ventier's not that great. Not competitive enough. Although, I like it. Everybody on the way. Yeah, it'll hit everybody on the way. 10% per. It doesn't seem like it has a cap, so I wonder if you could get like some crazy number, like pass to 10 people, 100% more damage, so it's like 150% more damage. It probably has a cap of like 100 maybe. But that could be lots of single target pressure, because if it passes to a bunch of people, it's the primary target that you're focusing on. That's extra damage to them. But also that's a pretty big explosion for AoE damage. It does mean positional, so you have to be in a good spot to launch it to get the most value out of it. I mean, you already do as a Ventier, which again makes it harder to use compared to the Night Field, which is just pop, dotted, everybody's dotted. Let's go. You know? Let me just dot everybody. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna angle it. As a survival hunter, you kind of have to do the angles too with the grenades, but it's easier because you're mobile, right? You're already in melee, you're already pretty close. Walk in and change your position to the left side of mobs, to the right side of mobs is pretty easy. As a Warlock, you're not going to get in melee. You're going to be at a distance. So that circle of you having to swing from left to right side of like the better angle of mobs is going to be longer. And I don't really know if Warlock's going to want to do that. I guess it'd be really up to your tank to kind of line it up for you in terms of how you pull mobs. So I guess you can pull them to you and rotate them. But that's not always going to happen because you basically are then counting on your tank to be able to do that. This one I feel like has potential. Like in a good, perfect situation, I could see this one just be big blaster. Although the stars I feel like need to line up. And I don't know if maybe it'll be really good on its own, right? Maybe if it just clips a couple people, that damage will be worth. But then I guess it's a question of, is this going to be better than our other Warlock stuff, right? Other Warlock Legos. This one will either live or die in the Sims. That's all it is. Everybody on the way, PvP wise. The Invented Warlock, not worth it for me. I've seen an Invented Warlock that's 2100, and he just plays it because he likes the Covenant and likes the Mogs. Like, you can definitely do some stuff, but with this Covenant, like, I'm just trying to, like, rationalize it. Language and Soul Detritus for Kirin. When Scouring Tithe generates a Soul Shard, gain 100% increased movement speed and 100% critical strike for 8 seconds. This one I feel like could be really, really cool. As like a Destra Warlock with Kirin, Scouring Tithe, you use it on the ad dies, 100% more crit, blast some Chaos Bolts in with Infernal up. Or get yourself a Fatty Tyrant to start blasting 100% crit while all your pets are mauling the enemy. Or Affliction Warlock's big Malefic Raptor spam. This one I feel like could be interesting. I wonder if that could be a good in Mythic Pluses, like it's lined up 100% crit windows. Because what is the cooldown of the actual Scouring Tithe ability? We'll look at Kirin Warlocks. There's not a lot of them. Scouring Tithe ability. So it's a 40-second cooldown that lasts 18 seconds on the enemy. So every 40 seconds you can have a 100% crit window. Does that 40-second line up well with your cooldowns? I guess technically you still get the benefit of Scouring Tithe just for having it on the enemy. So you could kind of delay it, right? If you know an enemy is going to be down really, really early, you're not going to put Scouring Tithe on them. But how do you want to play Scouring Tithe? Do you just want to keep it on cooldown? Do you want it? Are you okay with it falling off? I guess you're already going to be trying to maximize the value if it gives you soul shards. I'm trying to kind of rationalize and try to put it in words. I think with a masterful use of Scouring Tithe, but maybe like with stars lining up, being able to use it when the enemy is dying on your burst for 8-second window for 100% more damage can be quite good for Warlocks. Because Warlocks do have quite a bit of burst to them nowadays. They used to be all dot damage, all sustain. Now they actually have windows of big bursts. We know Destro, Debo, with Tyrant, Affliction. So you do have to have situations where you have a target that is going to be dying though. That's going to happen pretty regularly in Mythic Pluses. In Mythic Plus, you'll be able to control Skyrim Tide, whether they lives or dies though. I feel like pretty easily in most cases. You're not going to have someone just randomly blowing up and like, oh, I just got my crit buff, didn't plan for it. You'll probably play around planning it. Is it harder to play the Ninth Fate? Yes. Could it give you more return though? The Ninth Fate. I think technically it could. 100% crit window could be pretty good. Especially if you get most of his dot ticks through him, and then he dies as the dot is about to wind down. Then you get the soul shards. You get 100% crit. You get full damage done for it, at least for 18 seconds. Go close to 18 seconds. So you get some value out of it. Then it's only like a 30-second wait done or so. I think this one would be really fun to play with and try. I feel like it'd be harder to line up, but I think that 100% window could be interesting. In raids, you need a fight where someone is gonna die. Then otherwise this Lego has no use. That's, I think, what makes it kind of a hard Lego to play. It sounds like a Mythic Plus Lego maybe. How about Necrolord Druids for Mythic Plus as a healer, maybe Feral Beyond class? No, Mythic Plus for Feral Druids or Rest of Druids isn't bad for Night Fae. I mean Necrolord. Not a bad option at all. People are actually playing it right now. They're playing in PvP, but also in PvE. That is already a play. Especially if you want to do more damage. Especially if you want to do more damage. So these are the Hunter Legos, right? When Wild Spirits has fewer than 5 targets, there's a 100% chance for your target to be damaged by Wild Spirits second time. 200 chance. So this could be really good for single target damage and for small target cleaves. I think that's going to be pretty strong. I actually think Marksman Hunters might swap to this, because I think it would simulate that Serpent play style that they had, because they were able to get a bunch of damage with Wild Spirits on low amount of targets. That's going to be good in specific fights where you are captain targets. I mean, you already get the class captain targets, but Wild Spirits will hit everything in there. So the strength of Marksman Hunter was the fact that it could do a lot of damage to an uncapped amount of enemies inside of your Wild Spirits. Does Wild Spirits have a cap? That is my question then. That's my next question. Does Wild Spirits have a natural cap to it? Because I don't think it does. Could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Invoke the energy of Wild Spirits at a target location. Do damage to all enemy targets within this area. While Wild Spirits are active, each damage and ability you and your pet use against the target. Arrow will strike up to 5 nearby targets for nature damage. So it actually does have a cap. So it'll apply a Hunter's Mark to all enemies. Nature damage will apply Wild Mark to all enemies in the area. And I guess Wild Mark makes enemies take more damage, I think. While Wild Spirits is active, each damage and ability you and your pet use against a target in the area will strike up to 5. So it has a 5 target cap. When we're talking about this, it's fewer than 5 targets, so it has to be less than 5. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's where the delineation is. This one is very specific. I think it could be really good for bosses though. Up Night Fair Hunter's Legend makes Wild Spirits a better CD than every single target Serpent Sting bug. Yeah, I think it might just. I think that's what they're trying to go for, is to make that Serpent Sting bug kind of replicated, but in a legendary sense, to make it more of like a mechanic rather than like a bug, you know. But I guess it depends who you ask. They'll say, "Oh no, it wasn't a bug. That was meant to be like that." No. I know. Trust me, it was meant to be it. Trust me, I'm not a WoW developer. I'm a player, but trust me, I know. You know, all I need right now is a tank for my 9. I'll be happy to get a 10 done to this guy tonight. Hell yeah, dude. Pact of the Soul Stalkers. When resident area deals damage to a target, your party gains 5% increased critical strike chance until cancelled. 5% crit is not a lot. I mean, it's a pretty decent number for group gameplay, but I don't really know, Chief. Compared to the other damage covenants, maybe every time you do damage inside of resident area, your party gains 5% crit. I could see it. 5% crit, 10% crit. and you stack up crit to 100% damage for everybody, that'd be busted. Maybe like to a maximum of like 25. That still would be pretty good. Hey, you're basically giving everybody Corian or so. The Corian crit buff. That's pretty good. But as it is right now, I don't really know. This one seems really cool. The bag of munitions. Up to 5 targets hit by a death chakram are also hit by explosive shot. Back to that hunter log. Explosive shot is 90% of his damage inside of a key. That's really strong. That's a strong AoE legendary right there. Death chakram by itself is not a really strong single target Lego. But with the explosive shot in a key, pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. And the bug give good idea for Blizzard? I guess in a sense, yeah. I guess in a sense. I like bag of munitions though. That makes you want to play Survival Hunter with a Death Chakram, with explosive shots everywhere, and grenades. That could be really cool. That could be fun. I feel like that's an AoE focus though. I mean, it could be decent single target. Death Chakram is what, a 40, what's the CD on that one actually? 40 seconds? I think I played it at some point, but I don't remember last time I did. Is this guy the Chakram guy? He is. He is a Death Chakram guy. So that's a 45-second CD. It'll damage 7 times, so the first 5 people hit by it. Wait, is it different people or first 5 targets? Up to 5 targets hit by Death Chakram. So is it separate targets or can it be same target? Because if it's same target, that's a lot of damage increase. If it's same target, that's 5 explosive. That could be really strong if it could be used on same target. If it has to be a different target, then you're kind of also hoping it hits a different target kind of deal. Because Death Chakram can't hit the same target. Like, it will try to hit other enemies, but it doesn't. I don't know if it guarantees it's everybody new. I think it can bounce between like 3, but not hit the 4th guy. But we'll find out, right? I think in most keys, like the way mobs are clumped together, like they will get hit by stuff. That's very interesting, though. Very interesting. I like that idea. I want to see what that's more going to be about in the end. So this is the Shaman Legendaries. Elemental Conduit. Each friendly target healed by Chain Harvest automatically receives a Riptide. Each target damaged by Chain Harvest automatically has a Flame Shock applied to them. So this is not going to replace that current Riptide legendary that Shamans are running, where after 4 Riptides, like your 5th Riptide will apply a fresh free Riptide. I think you'll still have more Riptides that way. But if you're looking to get Riptides and talents the chain off of Riptide, that's pretty good. Flame Shock, pretty good. Big AoE dots, so for more lava bursts. Yeah, like actually the event your ability for a healing shaman and even Ellie shaman is starting to become kind of more like common. I feel like Necrolord is still super dominant in that department, but it's starting to become a little bit more common. Night Fate. Each pulse of Fate Transfusion damage effect reduces the cooldown of Feral Spirits by 7 seconds, healing Tide Totem by 5 seconds, and Fire Elemental by 6. I kind of like this. What's the cooldown of the Night Fate ability actually? I guess we go back to the drawing board, right? Find us a Sashimi. Let's go a healer Shammy. How many of you guys are Fae? Hey, healers I guess have a bit more of a play with other covenants. Do I know this guy? Necrorific? I think I know this guy. Does he play Mage now? I thought he was always a druid. Okay, I think I might know that guy. Yeah, Fate is quite a bit of his damage though. Pretty good. So this is our 2-minute cooldown. 2-minute cooldown, okay. 2-minute cooldown, 40-hour range. So you can reduce the cooldown of this ability actually. Down to like 1.5 with a conduit. Maybe a little lower than that. So that's actually, I like the idea of cooldown reduction in class mechanics. I like the cooldown reduction aspect. Each pulse, so you can pop Feral Spirits. That's going to be lots of Maelstrom though. I guess you have to pop Feral Spirits and then go through your burst and then use Fae after, or you pop Feral Spirits and then Fae immediately. You have a lot of Maelstrom. I guess you have Flame Shock, Feral Spirits, Lost Fae into burst, and then you'll be able to use Feral Spirits more often. Healing Tide Totem could also be pretty good. Means you'll use it more aggressively. Set of raids. Fire Elemental by 6 seconds. How many ticks does it have? Does it say? I don't really know how many ticks it does, like at a single cast, but it has a bunch of like when you channel it, like tick 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 tick, it ticks. Flame Shock and AoE is pretty bad, just to chain lightning more. Well, no, I think it's just the extra combo of Flame Shock spread is not terrible. Camille, I think it's actually not terrible at all, especially if you could do a Fire Elemental afterwards. It's a pretty big dot damage. There's actually potential to it. But sees a rampant growth. I kind of like that cooldown reduction. I think it's interesting because it could make this a little bit better. It could make it a little stronger. Like, I like the CDR to do it because it makes it more interesting. It gives the ability more usages. Like Night Fae, the cooldown reduction for mages work pretty well. With these guys, also be kind of good. It is a pretty long CD though, but it's interesting. Getting cooldowns back quicker. I feel like some people undervalue just the power that has. There are some situations where, like in a Mythic Plus, the more cooldowns you use, the more damage you do, the more healing ready you are. You know, that could be helpful there. But in a raid setting, that could be a little bit of a desync. It could shorten 3-minute cooldowns down to like 2-minute cooldown range or so. 2-minute cooldowns to even shorter. Like if you play in the Elemental Spirits, if you're a Night Fae as a Shaman. I don't think that could be that bad though. Shaman is the one class that doesn't have any cooldown reduction aspects really to them. Except for Enhance with like one talent. I kind of like this. And then we have the Priest Legos. 2 of them are testable, 2 are not. So I gotta get a Priest to max level when I can. Unconfirmed Legos. These legends have been found in spell data and official. So these are not confirmed. These are confirmed, like testable. Once out is packed. Each time you take damage from Shadow Ward Death while your Fate Guardian is active, your Fairy's effective is increased by 25%. So your Fairy's will speed up cooldown reduction aspect, will give more mana return, and damage reduction increase. Shadow Ward Manipulation. Mind Games gains 1 additional charge and casting is good by 50%. That could be good. Like a buddy of mine was talking about how it's going to be really, really good. Like in Raise, it's going to just guarantee Vent your Disc Priest. No other Covenant can compete. Necrolord. Casting Unholy Nova summons a Maldraxxi champion to aid you for 7 seconds. Each time the ally is healed by Unholy Transfusion, your Maldraxxi champion healing and damage increase by 1%. So this could be pretty good in group stuff. I think he does his damage increase in healing and damage increase by maximum. You know, I think that Maldraxxis actual Necrolord guy could be pretty good. I think that could be pretty good. What's the cooldown of Unholy Nova? Like minute? I think it's a minute, right? I think Holy Priests play Necrolord quite a lot, don't they? I think for them it's not terrible. Neither it is for Shadow Priest either. 1 minute cooldown. So you could have a champion helping you do more damage with a minute CD. And he can make transfusion last longer, deal more damage and healing. You know, I kind of like the idea behind this one. I kind of like the idea behind it. I wonder how good that little Maldraxxi champion is going to be. Because extra damage in Mythic Plus could be good if he does a bunch of damage. Especially if he does AoE. In single target. Like if he does damage to everybody. Boss or adds. Even if it's just single target damage, it's not too terrible either. The healing, if it's AoE healing, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think this one actually is kind of interesting by itself. I kind of find this one cool. If you could get Atonement healing whenever he does damage, that would also be pretty good as disc. A Shadow that's an extra pet. I wonder if he can benefit from like when you PI yourself. Does he get like, you know, because pets, whatever buffs you get like Bloodlust, your pets also gain value from it. So I wonder for Shadow Priest if that could be a thing. The Shadow Priest doesn't really run Necrolord that often. Depends how big the damage is, but I like the idea of summoning a pet, right? And then Sphere's Harmony. Boon of Ascended cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds, up to 60 seconds for each stack of Boon of Ascended consumed by Ascended Eruption. So a friend of mine that's Priest main says he doesn't like the damage disability of the actual Boon of the Ascended. He doesn't think it's strong enough. I think it's like basically supposed to be a 3-minute cooldown that's supposed to be used to burst heal everybody. Ignore the damage aspect basically. Boon of the Ascended as an ability is actually, in my opinion, quite impactful in terms of the amount of healing and the damage you can do. And run for like, is it Holy Priest or Disc Priest that use Boon of the Ascended more? I think it's Disc Priest that use Boon of the Ascended more in keys. Yeah, 22s. So for a Disc Priest, Ascended Blast is actually quite a lot of his damage in compared to Smite. You press it 36 times and you press Ascended Nova 56 times. I don't know how many of those you can press in a single like ascended window though. Can you press 20 of them or 30 of them? Because reading the Lego again, every time you Boon Ascended cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for each second Boon Ascended. Every time you press an ability from Boon of the Boon of the Ascended. When you do his Ascendance as a priest, every time you press that new Smite ability, and every time you press that AoE heal ability, that gives you a stack. Can you build up 30 stacks quickly in the opener? You might be able to, like with a big haze buff PI. I guess if you PI yourself, you could. And then we'll line up with PI as a 2-minute cooldown. So damage-wise, this thing does do quite a bit of single target. Blast. Ascended Nova's AoE. Like, they contribute together as about almost 20% of his damage. Like, that's pretty wicked. That's not terrible. On to healing, though. Bursting with Pride. Healing? Oh, damage taken. Okay. Atonement, Shadowlands, Power Word Radiance, and Ascended Blast, Ascended Nova, and Ascended Eruption are together about 5% of his healing. So, shorten the cooldown of it to use it more often. That would be more damage, so it would be a more Atonement. Would be a more often use of the burst. Lines up with PI, which, I mean, you want to use PI for your allies, but with the Ascended Eruption, if you could get it down to 2 minutes, would it be worth the value? That's a good question, actually. Samana. I do think the damage-wise it would improve for sure. Like, he's been full Dreadfire Vessel build. Actually, what Lego is he running? Twin Sun Priestess. So he's running the double PI Lego. Is this a worthwhile gem? I don't know if that's a worthwhile gem. Revitalizing Jewel. Does that heal for any? Does it have it as a heal? It does heal, but I don't think it heals for a lot. It's like 200 per. I don't know. You can sell the Woods Defensive CDs against melee. IBF? Is that not a... What do you mean by that? Because you can just spam Death Strike? Well, Death Strike is not that good in PvP when you think about it, really. It's not that great in PvP. Technically they can, but it's not something you would actually end up doing. Like, that won't keep you alive forever. I think it'll eventually kind of fall off. Yeah, so these Legos are looking really cool. Like, I like a lot of the ideas behind them. None of these Legos are, like, a lot of these Legos are not confirmed. But if they come out in a similar fashion in any way at all, I think it'd be kind of cool. What's this? Oh, Tyrande is back to blue eyes. She's back to normal. And then 1. Cool. And then she got the quiver, which we get to keep. So it made people think that, oh, she's probably dead. Actually dead. Huh. Is that all the changes? Lego wise? I think that is actually everything. Okay, well that's a lot of Lego changes. What do I say about the Lego updates? They're looking pretty good, but not looking terrible. OBS, are we losing people? Nope, we're good. Sorry, we had a bit of a lag. Couple frames dropped, no biggie though. Because are you hyperclassic DBC? Yeah, I'm playing with Guildies. I'm pretty excited for it personally. I don't like a lot of the microtransaction stuff they're doing. I don't know who it's for, but I'm pretty excited for it. You know? Yeah, Test of Edge, dude. We gotta check this place out. This place was awesome. I gotta make a video about this tonight. Show off the new dungeon. How it takes you through different... You literally get to see Borealis, dude. That boss I was hoping to be really cool. It ended up being kind of boring, honestly. Hopefully that just the mechanics. I feel like the chain mechanic from the ship doesn't work properly. And then there's just an add mechanic while DPS in the boss. Nuking the adds with the Dragon Breath. So I think it's going to be a cheesy mechanic where you just position in the corner, funnel the adds towards you. But this place does look really freaking cool, dude. Look at that. It looks insane. The bosses, dude. This guy was really cool. General Grievous. This guy is at the that club. This dude looked awesome. This assassin looking guy. Really cool looking. This fight was interesting. I don't think we did it right, but it was really, really cool. That final boss was also very interesting, dude. There was so much going on. And I like this one with the arrows. You in a Mythic Plus, you'll want to make sure you get all of those done. That'd be really, really cool. Huh. Okay, that's something we can go and test. Archivist, huh? Archivist, huh? So they're adding a way to get sockets in the next patch, and it looks like it's going to be not Venari, but through the Archivist in Korthia. And the question is, how do you earn that currency? Let's go find out, boys. Let's go and test that. So we want to test. See this codex. Oh no, are they doing the same Conduit thing? Oh man. Blizzard. 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 Don't do it, man. Don't do it to me. Discover and upgrade it to a random conduit from among your lowest item level conduits up to level 222. No, I don't like that. Oh man, are they really doing it again the same way? I don't like that already. It looks like they're going to be doing that socket farming, conduit farming in the same way that Sigio farming was a thing. I really think they should rethink that. It's not a system people enjoy. Yes, sockets aren't that massive. And every time somebody tells me like, hey, I want to get my heroics done. Hey, I'm just trying to grind for my 15s. I'm going to tell people, don't do sockets, don't do conduit farms. Like the only people that really I feel like should have to do it, should want to do it, because this grind is super unfun, are the people that are going to be like trying to go for mythic cutting edge, top tier glad, stuff like that, top tier like M+ers. Because that just seems like an unfun aspect. With, I mean, the sockets are sockets, but like socket farm, I'm actually perfectly okay with that. Conduit farm, I don't like that, dude. They just need like a conduit vendor. You know what I mean? Where is he? Where is he, dude? Where is he? I think I know where he is. He's in this cave like a coward. Oh, there you are. Oh, picking up fragments. Oh, fragments. Yeah, I'll recover your fragments. Catalogs, dude. Acorthus Archivist Key. Research Report. All-Seen Crystal. Catalog research. As you bring Archivist relics to the catalog, it'll allow you to start field studies to learn more about them to identify relics in a scare that you can use in the field. Rift Key. Careful examination and discover your more catalog when you turn in relics and Archivist. Use your craft craft is more optional. Rep optional reagent. So that's crafting stuff. Grants you the ability to find 10 extra Stygia when completing mod dailies. So it looks like you get a bunch of bonuses with this though. Let's interact with swords near ancient shrines, granting the ability to reach inaccessible relics. So it's actually just, oh no. It's Stygia. 30% to find more relic fragments. 15 addon when completing a world quest or killing a rare creature. Stuff like this, I feel like it's not terrible. Like using these to upgrade your experience inside of Shadowlands so things go faster. Find relics to grant bonus reputation with Shadowlands zone factions. Not terrible, honestly. Discover an upgrade to a random conduit from a... Yeah, I don't like that stuff. This I'm fine with the sockets. This I'm not fine with. I don't like that. Allows you to upgrade your items from core tier in the mod to rank 13. R tier and core tier in the mod. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a core tier and the mod items. Like, is this gear? This is quite expensive too. At least it's like 3,000 to 5,000. So you'll have a pretty. It depends how easy you could find these things, dude. Depends how easy you can find it. Bags that give him anxiety, get them cleaned. Okay, hold on. We'll do it right now. It's my PTR bags, but we can clean them up. What do I need? What don't I need? This is all my AP stuff. Yeah, we got one bag that's gonna open. The rest is just gear. You never know when you're gonna need it. We'll just keep the bags closed. How does that sound? So, relics collected. Can be found from rare creatures and treasure chests. Okay, let's look for rare creatures and treasure chests then. Let's look how rare are the treasure chests and the creatures. There's a rare right here. Well, I knew about this guy. That's why I went this way in the first place. Because I knew that this guy exists over here. Let's play the Flagellation Legendary. I never get to play that one. We'll try it. Is he gonna give me my stuff? Oh, killing rares actually contributes to subdued. Okay, so I got relics. Ancient symbols of the soul show on the surface of those fragments. Return them to Archivist to further his research. The Archivist Codex. Okay, cool. So these guys give us relics. So is that how we convert relics into research? So what's the I guess what's the trade-off, right? Just how many relics do you need for one research? What's the transaction rate here? You know what I mean? Because if it's not super, like if you can farm this stuff so easily, or if you get a ton of it, then it's not really a grind. It's a rep thing that you have to do, but if those relics are super easy to get and they're literally everywhere, then I actually wouldn't mind that kind of like a grind. Because then it wouldn't really feel like a grind. Also, do these dailies give you relics too? Actually, oh, there's rare. Well, it says there's rare way up in the sky. There's a rare up here. What threat? Oh, there's these things. Oh. Oh, there's a rare. Look, I'm following the path. Interesting. Ka bear. Okay, let's see what this takes me. Following footsteps. So it looks like this guy's also following them. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Good job mistaking us to the same dude that we just killed. Oh. Oh. Where is it taking me? Oh. Okay. As long as this cod bear guy's with me, he kind of tells me where to go. Oh, there's a treasure. Okay, we gotta remember that treasure, boys. Looks like it's down here. Is that it? Noxious moth? No, maybe? Where is this taking me? Doo 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 dum. Ba-dum ba-dum dum 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 dum. Oh, freshly remains. Okay. So someone ate something. Oh, hey, how's it going? Malbog, how's it going? It actually does a bit of damn. I think we're gonna get the invasive mushroom. Mushroom. Ow. Oh, that's a uncloakable, huh? Alright, so we got some stuff. We got a dispel. Wait, okay, there's one over here, one over here. Both of them are invasive mushroom. Looks like this one is way above there. Okay, so this is way up. Good thing we can... Okay, currently can't grapple it. Really? Okay, what if I go... this way? Can I jump up? Okay, I thought it would let me. Oh, here we go. Okay. Then I think I need to go up here. Maybe like over here. Jump on these things. Uh-huh. And how do I reach that? Maybe from this side? Okay, up here. Can I just vent there over there? Oh, what is that big thing? Oh, Jesus. I think I gotta go that way. It doesn't seem like I can reach it from this side, unless grapple hook can do it. Doesn't look like grapple hook can do it. Yeah, I think I have to go from the other side, so let's try that. It says rares and chests can give you bonuses and stuff. And maybe it's from over here? It really doesn't let you grapple that much, huh? Your Demon Hunter is gonna have an easy time with this, but Warrior with Leap, Rogue with Grapple? Either I'm doing it wrong and I'm struggling unreasonably, or it's not in... There's like an invisible wall here? Oh, dude. Bro. No. Actually, invisible wall. Hold on. That's not cool. Do I maybe go it from... Okay, let's try it from this side. No, there's got to be a way to do it, right? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, it looks about right. About it. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Got some stuff. So we have 35 out of 50 relics. So all I can do is just do rares and chests. Is that all? Well, they can be found from rare bosses and treasure chests. Okay, so maybe bigger bosses, like a bigger rare, will probably drop more, or I need more chests. It said there was another mushroom. Is it maybe on this thing? On this set of bones? Is that what it is? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you only get one of them. Because maybe like some of the other treasures from previous expansions and patches where it's like it's two treasures of the same name, but once you lit one, you basically nest of unused materials. There's even more up here. Okay, then there's a glittering materials. Can I... a path available? Oh, okay. That kind of works. Yeah, like if you're a Demon Hunter, dude, you got a golden. I'd have the easiest time doing these. Is it that thing? Is that up here? Yes, it is. Okay, so maybe we can grapple over. Maybe we're just patient and wait. I think normally it's supposed to go up here and then jump down, but I think we'll just be patient and wait. Is there an enemy nearby so I could just mark for death? And if there's something marked for, I could just mark for death too. Roll, maybe get myself cooldown reduction buff. I can mark for death and reset my cooldowns. Really? Oh, okay, that works. So did some of them give more relics? I thought when you even give relics. That was actually, I felt like it was just cheated. I felt like that was just baited. Because that didn't even give relics in the first place. I feel gypped. Just a little bit. Huh. I wonder if there's something over there. Because I'm looking for rares and chests. Is this like a weekly quest? It better be like a weekly quest, not like a daily thing. Because you know all these chests and rares are just going to be like constantly nabbed. Constantly nabbed. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try to see if we can go far out. Maybe there's something over here. Or should be nothing, dude. Or should be absolutely nothing. Just Mechagon parts getting the craft full version? Yes and no. I think it's more similar to Stygia rather than Mechagon stuff, because I don't remember Mechagon stuff. Like the craft and Mechagon being like something you would use for the end game. Unless maybe you were using the trinket. And that kind of fell out of style pretty quickly. To be fair. Yeah, let's just Goblin Glide down here. Let's see if we can find more rares this way. While we do exploring. But if this is like a weekly quest, then I could totally be kind of okay with it. The treasure anima laden egg. It's like up there, isn't it? There's a rare? It says this is up. Okay, I think it's up that tree. And there's a rare we can also nab, maybe. Is that it over here? Cipher of Understanding. Lurking on Earth attempts to break forth his realm. But you just mount up, I guess. Mount up and run. Nice. Easy. Didn't get me nothing, actually. I didn't get anything useful from that. I didn't get any fragments. It's a treasure, though. I just got some anima from it. Okay, it doesn't seem to work on some of them. Maybe the Harmonious Wind Shaman is supposed to be summoned towards that as well. Oh, God. That was weird. Because the game thought I was in a cave. Wait, is that maybe where that rare is? Zenithlop. Hold on. Can I see Zenithlop? Angle my camera. Did I just fall through the floor? Oh god. I'm like getting stuck in the ground. That's so weird. Yeah, it looks like there's some weird things going on with the camera in this area. Is this a cave? Is that the cave that I just saw? I think it is. Hold on, hold on. Nah, this is something. Okay, and the rare is going to be, it looks like this way. Oh, he's already, oh, no. Let me attack him. Ah, got him. Oh, got him. Oh, thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness we got a tag. Bro, I would have been so sad. I would have been so sad. Thank goodness this guy. Okay, cool. I can't loot him. Wait. Wait. That guy died and now there's a portal open. Is this a part 2 or something? Is this a part 2 of this? Oh, these guys have fragments. Wait, hold on. Can you just kill these guys for fragments? Or is this part of like the rare? You're getting quite a lot of fragments out of this. Hold on, that's weird. I guess I can't tell if that's like part of that killing that rare, or maybe these guys just randomly spawned and they're just giving you free fragments basically. Okay, if there's gonna be a big guy, then it has to be a part of this rare. Oh, there's even more. Okay. Hello, boys. I actually got a lot of oh my god, there's so many fragments out of this. I'll take it. Okay, the fragment farming seems pretty easy when you get one of those rifts. And there's a big boy too. Oh, okay, they're all random. Oh god. Oh, you hurt. I need help. Okay, your pet, if you can tank for me, that'd be wonderful. Have a little bear dog thing, cow bear. Oh, this guy's kind of big, huh? Wait, he's actually gonna kill his pet. Oh, this guy's gonna give a lot of fragments. He is serious business though. This guy got quite a lot of health on him. 1.2 mil. Okay, well this guy looks like he got a pet healed, so we're chilling. As long as I don't somehow draw aggro. I'm at 67%. Oh, 64 threat. 65 threat. So we're actually building up threat pretty quickly. So I might have just to like vanish resets will help. Nah, it looks like his pet is getting dumpstered. I don't like that. Pick up relics before he turns on me. Oh no. In a group of 5 people? Nah, we got a rogue and a hunter, man. Hunter's a one-man army, honestly. Hunter's a one-man army. He is gonna be okay as long as his pet doesn't die. His best name is Big Daddy. What could go wrong? We're golden. What could go wrong? Famous last words, I know, but what could go wrong, dude? Got the Venthier ability rolling too. Got flagellation for days. Flagellating. Gelatinous on this guy. Dude, getting flagellation to under a minute CD is actually so easy. More or less, it's about a minute with just a couple finishers. That's actually such a good Lego. Actually, it's going to be pretty strong in pure single target. Maybe damage is enough to bring it into AoE. I mean, it's not doing damage to everybody, but look at the consistency. Pretty good. Rare spawn teleport, another rare, nice, yeah. I mean, the first rare didn't even give me anything, right? Oh, okay, I think his pet died. So, there we go. There you go. Then some random pally tank came in. Are you a tank? He is a tank. Tank taunt! Or I guess the pet can tank it, sure. I do spell it can tank it. I guess that's cool too. Yeah, that's fine. Wow, this is taking a while, by the way. Good crit, man. Look at that 22 crit. Or 20 crit. And he gave 5 anima things. Okay, so that's quite a lot of relics. We're actually almost done with relics. We did a big 5-man thing with a bunch of relics just given fed to us. Another question, I guess, is do these mobs drop relics? I know I kind of went into like a weird spot here. I don't want to leave the cave. Oh, these guys give relics. Wait, this random mobs can give relics. Wait, you just gotta pull AoE. Why am I doing treasures and rares then? That's a little weird. It's catch-up gear, but that's a little weird. Okay, so what do the relics do? Because relics should be converted into like the Stygia, right? Is that what this is? Is that what we're gonna be doing? Is running around just collecting relics? Is that this whole patch? Hold on. Let me kill these guys out here. Okay, so you guys all drop relics, right? No, they didn't. Okay, so maybe I was dropping relics only for the quest, but after the quest is gone, it's kind of like maybe it's Stygia farming with a cap. Is that what this is? I'm trying to understand this a little better. This whole Stygia farming thing. This new Stygia 2.0. I just don't understand it. Chain 14. By the way, you can run up all the way up the chain. Pretty sure they added a roof to it now. Okay, we have goblin gliders, and we gotta go here for fragments. So I think we're just gonna jump and then fly. I do like that. Like that's gonna be really cool to do in Korthia, like world PvP and stuff. Go up a chain, jump off, start flying. People chasing on goblin gliders. Relic collector patch for the win. What's up, boy type? How you doing, my guy? I'm just trying to understand this relic thing. Because they have this new currency that's kind of similar to Stygia, but you don't farm the currency itself, you farm relics. So I'm wondering if it's like you get relics and then convert it into this new Stygia. It's research fragments. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe relics is what gives them research fragments. I don't understand it. There's treasures in here and rares. They just need to add a lot more rares and a lot more treasures. Here's a reward. Gloves. Collect and research. Speak with archivist. Somebody to transfer something. Catalog research. Raw sir. What do I talk to him? Scholar Kavez. To upgrade equipment found within ONYXIA. Catalog research. Kavez. Who is Kavez? So I'm trying to find Kavez. To upgrade equipment found within ONYXIA. So I guess there's gonna be. It looked like there's a quest over here. It says there's a guy over here. Target. Kavez. I have Kaber. You Kavez. You have Kadi. Kalind. Okay, so I need Kavez because I guess all of them begin with Ka. So going for Ka doesn't help. Ka Rovez. There's Rovez. What is a Fate Scribe? Okay, he doesn't help. That's Kavez. Rovez though. I need Kavez. It says it down here, but I know he's not there. I know that's a lie. That's the cartel guys. Tal Galan. That's a DK, Eben, whatever, Eben's advance. That's advance. Open to find soulbind item improvement to current level. Loot specialization. Wait, is this the catch-up gear? Hold on, is this it? Opening. Shawhide leather cuffs. Oh, so this is upgradable. 1 out of 6. So what is 6 out of 6? If we were to upgrade it. Because I just got myself a upgradable item. What else can you get? Catch-up gear, boys. Looks like there's some catch-up gear. So doing the maw and the ONYXIA stuff will give you this upgradable gear. Char hide leather boots. Oh, you can get weapons out of it. Oh, cool. What's the max item for these? Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, you just started a character to 100 item level off the bat. That's not bad at all. So binds to Blizzard account so you can send it to other characters. Wait, so if I go and let me just send it to a mailbox, right? Let me just mail it to like my mage or something. Just to make sure I see this. So we go to Dal Wizard. Sure, Dal Wizard. Yes. And if I go over to my mage, I should be able to get this gear on my mage as catch-up gear. I have a lot of mages, by the way. Where's Dal Wizard? Dal Explorer. Dal Wizard. Here we go. This guy actually has a mail from my guy. This is awesome. I thought maybe relics were turned into unlocked for a research mechanic maybe. Maybe that's a whole nother mechanic altogether. Maybe that's completely different. I'm not sure. I think what I discovered here, though, is catch-up mechanism. Not exactly with the maw, like sockets and stuff, but rather catch-up gear, which is really not bad. It's kind of RNG what you get from those boxes. But like when you're a fully geared out character, that's not terrible, I guess. No Hunter Legos are not available right now, Kevin. Otherwise, it would be. Although I don't know if this is going to take a load screen. I'll just record the last 2 minutes 58 seconds or whatever. So I think these relics do eventually go into the research aspect of the game as well. Like the research projects or whatever, but I did not realize I discovered this. Yeah, so I actually got it on an alt. And let's say I open the alt. I can open gear for that character. Now I got a belt. Hey, that's an upgrade from what I was currently running though. And I can actually go and upgrade that belt. If I do some Korthia stuff, I can upgrade that item level with that belt. What is the highest item level we can upgrade it to though? Hold on, is there a way to see it? Hold on, if we go to like... Let's go to the upgrade guy over here. Right? Let's go to the upgrade guy over here. So we'll see what we can get. I'm wondering if he'll show me like what's the highest item level you can upgrade this to. Oh, he does. 233. Oh, you do need to spend this catalog research though. Renown 75. First alloys research available at tier 6 of the Archivist Codex. Interesting. So you can upgrade it. But you need to have the actual quest line completed. Hopefully it'll be an account-wide quest line though. And that's quite a lot of this currency just to upgrade gear from 200 to 233. But I guess it's like, you know, is that normal next rate gear? Hold on, is that normal next rate gear? Normal. It's better. Wait, it's like a middle ground between heroic and mythic. Wait a second, that's actually not bad. Look, it's better than normal gear. It's better than 226s. Wait, you can actually, if you do a lot of Korthia stuff, you can actually catch up with your character and get a decent item level. It'd be sub-heroic, but like it can get you into heroics. It can get you into like Mythic Pluses maybe. 233 probably isn't going to be a high number, but dude, that's a number. Oh, wait a second. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize we would find this. Name of the song? I can just link it. I can link it in the mix we've been listening to. Aircraft and marks for the same item level. I think. Yes, it is. So you can make crafted gear for 233 or so. But this is like catch-up gear. I think it's a little different. It says the guy's over here. Ro... What do I need again? I need Ro somebody, and he's not here. And I logged off, logged on. What if you abandon this quest? Where's the research? Abandon. How much of this do I have right now? Oh, I actually converted my relics into catalog research. So I did convert it. Now just gotta finish this quest in order to be able to do that. For the research. Which assistant nearby, he can use the research to restore equipment and power. Now where the hell is your assistant? Because he's freaking gone. He's freaking gone. Hold on, the assistant gotta be nearby, right? Okay, his name is gonna be Target Ka-Vez. Are you Ka-Vez? Ka-K. I'll limit this threat. But I already did a limit threat thing. Does he have another animal for me to track down? Ka-Vez, dude. I need Ka-Vez. He's not inside. Is there something I gotta do for Ka-Vez? Bro, what the hell is Ka-Vez? Where the hell is Ka-Vez? I guess he's not here. Like, give him a phase or something? Actually, I can complete this quest. Target. Vez. Target. Okay, can I target like a different kind of guy? Kadi. Okay, hold on. Target. Yeah. Hold on. Duh. So it actually has a really hard time targeting the Kai guys, dude. So I actually can't even see him anywhere. Hold on. D. Target. D. Target. Bear. So you can target this bear guy. But these guys are that caretaker. Caretaker. Wait, they're all caretakers, aren't they? Scholar. Assistant scholar. Hold on. Target. Assist. Target. Target. How do you spell scholar? Target SH. No, I don't see scholar anywhere. Because his name is archivist. Caretaker. Caretaker. So they all have like a prefix in front of them. Like caretaker, archivist, scholar. Are you Corthian attendant? Okay, I'm just literally looking for them, dude. I'm just looking for these guys. Any of these dudes out here? Any of these floating dudes? This guy, Tal Galan. You guys got any of them? What's up, Primus? Yeah, I'm not seeing this Kavez guy anywhere. Pathscribe Rovez. Nuzchar gear in some way. It is kind of like Nuzchar gear, I guess, yeah. Like this guy's out here, but I don't see that other dude at all. And not in Reliquary or anywhere. Where the hell is this Kavez guy? Where the hell are you? Logging off and logging on does nothing either. It doesn't make him spawn. Is Kavez still in that cave? Because remember there was a dude in the cave here. Let me go check, dude. Let me go check. This is so weird, man. It says it's there, but he's nowhere nearby. So what the hell? I remember there was a quest line with this dude. Oh, there's so similar names. I don't remember what that dude's name was. So this guy here before. It looks like there's a rift portal. There's something in the rift portal. I kind of want to try this. Repaired rift key. Okay, interesting. There's portals here now. That wasn't here last time I tried this. Okay, so you get relics. Can you get relics from random mobs, or is it like certain mobs? Because one bear gave me like 20 relics one time. Okay, do these guys give you relics at all? Or is it only during certain quests you get relics? Or certain mobs just can randomly drop relics? Yeah, so far I haven't got a relic. Imagine these guys would have some since they slaughtered some of the wardens or whatever. Okay, so these guys do drop relic fragments. So you can't farm relic fragments, I would guess, through mobs. So big AoE packs. Dude, this is going to be like 4x4 boomy farms all over again, I feel like. To like efficiently farm these dudes just for all the relics you need. Do at least the daily quests give you relics? Is that a thing? Anima. Do you give relics? Gold. This doesn't give anything. It says the guy is here, but I don't see him anywhere. Okay, so I have 17 relics. 157. 17 relics. So actually it's 1-to-1. It's 1-to-1 conversion. It is 1-to-1 conversion. That's interesting. 1-to-1, boys. That's not bad at all, actually. Except the way you farm those relics, you don't farm it, looks like, through dailies. Dailies are just there for like extra AP. Yeah, so all this stuff is just AP. Do these guys give relics, like for finishing the Jailer Subdued thing? Advanced War Chest contains wealth, armor, scavenge beyond forts, defense of Corthia, as well as symbol of dedication in realms of Shadowlands, and then a bunch of anima. I mean, I guess that's kind of nice. Oh, Escape Wildering. I kind of want to try it. I want to try killing that rare. There's a good chance other players are there as well, so it's kind of cool that there's like a big rare on the map. Okay, big relic farming. So it looks like we'll just be relic farming by killing mobs and just grinding them, transferring the relics 1-to-1 conversion into the research. So that means you need 12,000 relics in order to get an upgrade of a piece of gear to that high. So are we just going to basically be like, all right, time to play an alt, gonna go into Corthia and farm mobs until infinity? How do you get to that? Silk Nest. I do like that I have a bunch of these like treasure chests that are super out of reach. I do like that about Shadowlands. Is like you actually gotta think of like, oh, okay, I see a treasure, but how do I get there? You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, you see it on your map, we walk up to it, bam, we have it. You actually have to like figure out a secret behind it. I do like that. Like it makes you feel like you're actually putting in some effort to get it, rather than just like having it for the sake of getting it for the sake of getting it. Oh, 2 of them. Okay, hold on. Is somebody spawning them? Sounds like 8.2 currency farming to me. What currency do we farm in A3? I actually don't remember. Oh, wait, there's an escape wild. Wait, what? I can ride one of these things? Taming it. Just hold on tight. But I missed it. Okay, burst of speed. Oh, what? Am I getting this mount? The mechas get sockets corruption gear. Well, the mechas you would farm inside of like the divisions, which is on a weekly rotation. This doesn't seem like a weekly. It seems like something you can do any day, all day. Literally grind 24/7 if you wanted to. So it's a little bit different. Is it similar that it's a currency to get stuff? Yes. But the way you acquire it, I think, is completely different. Because here it seems like you could just do like a 4x4 farm, just start moonfiring things and just collect a ton of these if you wanted to. Interesting. So what do I get out of this? Nothing? Masquerade guys. Oh, I got a thing to... Is that a toy later? Probably gonna be a toy at some point, isn't it? Hopefully. Is it killing rares? Is killing like elites gonna give me more relics? Like killing some of the harder mobs? Does that have a guarantee for better relic stuff? Yes or no? That is another question I have. Because it looks like relic farm, you can just do it permanently. Just forever. And it does have bonuses of like getting more relics from enemies. Like, a lot of people hate the idea of like, oh, you know, having to farm something forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But, and also time gated from farming, right? Like say, oh, you need a set amount of this, a set amount of that. You're like, all right, well, you're gonna have to only be able to get a quarter of that and then have to wait a week before you can do it again. But this seems like a currency farm. I mean, there is gonna be like daily quests and story quests in Korthia that unlock you more bonuses to invest your research into. But it does seem like this is going to be one of those grinds that you can just complete in a single sitting if you wanted to. Potentially. There's a lot of bugs, by the way. Oh god. Hey, boys. Yeah. Do you drop relics? If you guys drop relics, I could literally just sit here forever. Slaughter you guys all day. Hey, you guys didn't drop anything. Okay, I didn't even get research either. I wonder if that stuff is supposed to give you research in the future. Or relics. I believe it would, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, I'm trying to climb up this mountainous thing, so I might be able to goblin glide over to the that area with the elites. It looks like you do have some treasures over there as well. Is there like grapple hook points that I can maybe go up to? I can't really vent you over. What's up, dude? What's up, Luke? How you doing, my man? Exploring some of the Korthia stuff. Apparently there's going to be catch-up gear. I'm exploring how that works. I need to get up there so I can goblin glide down here, because there's no ways to get down here yet. There's like a side thing I can maybe do here. Not really. Like I can grapple around maybe. The path available. Be sure about that. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's not where I wanted to end up. I think I did that before. Yeah, this is not an explorable zone right here. Okay. Can I somehow like goblin glide on this rock? Maybe? Can I somehow like come on here? Why not? Oh, okay. Okay. We're good. We're golden. We can explore. We can explore. I don't think there's anything here though. There's like some mobs, but I don't think there's gonna be rares. What the hell is Cudgelface doing out here? What the hell are you doing? Just hanging out on this side of this like area. Just I don't understand. Like, what if you kill one of these big things, like Colossus? Does he drop a lot of relic fragments? I would imagine he would. I don't think you're supposed to get here until you can get that grapple hook thing. And then you can get over here. Oh, that looks pretty down there. That looks pretty. Oh, can you still go back there? Because I actually could go down there for a sec. Displaced relic. Oh, you're definitely supposed to be able to go up there somewhere. Where is this relic? How do you get there? How do you get to the relic? I saw it for a second. Where were you? Is it on this side? Okay, hold on. I think it's down there. Probably the tip there. I want to check it out. Oh god. Okay, none of that is solid ground. What about this? Is this solid ground? It's like way up there. How the hell do you get up there? Oh, that just tricked me, this thing. I hate that I just sink right through it. Did you think like it's something you could actually stand on? Nope. I could have just ran off. Is it maybe like up here? This is 100% one of those things where you have to have... So what happens if I jump back in? Because you could jump back in here once. Okay, you die now. Good. Look like a broken Ouroboros? I think it kind of is like a broken Ouroboros. Oh, okay. I think I can still make it back. Okay, we're chilling. Gonna make sure I have the good jump. I don't think I died over there. I think I died this way, right? Yeah, why don't some more bodies over there? Did it just yeet my body that direction? Yeah, it kind of just yeeted me that way. Weird. Yeeted me out of the game. Okay, I don't think I can get that treasure chest. It's way up above. That's out of my reach. Now, killing these... Okay, that somehow is tagged. But killing you... Wait, you actually are... in combat with something already. So can I kill this thing? It's only 80,000 health. I probably can, right? Yeah, let's try it. Let's see if this thing drops fragments. Because this is massive enemy. It probably will drop me fragments. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. Oh, they're easy. Let's try kill another one. See if that one drops me fragments. We'll be very surprised if it doesn't drop any fragments at all. I think Asmund got out of there by gliding to the top of the chain. Maybe. Oh, there's a rift. Yeah, so these guys I don't think drop any relics. So maybe enemies like Moss Warren and stuff do not drop any relics at all. But maybe other mobs do. I wonder if this guy would. Deathspike Devastator. Only 100,000 health. Probably doable, honestly. Probably doable. Honestly. Okay, those rocks are not real. That feels so weird. Actually, let's see if they drop anything. Offering box. Let's take a look at that offering box afterwards. Okay, let's take a look at that offering box. Let's see what's over there, if it drops me anything. Is that guy gonna pull? Is that big man gonna pull? Small offering key. What? Bummer, dude. I can't even open it. Oh, there's a guy out here killing him. Cool. I guess he's exploring too. Or maybe he actually did the quest to unlock this place properly. Which probably is what he did. I wonder if you can get to that chain. There's gotta be a way to get out of here, right? I think normally, like, this guy got over. Oh, wait, hold on. A Fladewind transporter? Wait, is that how you get around? Hold on. There's probably like a Fladewind, like, out here somewhere, isn't it? Probably like a really easy way to go back and forth. I just missed it. Or is he just gonna take me all the way back? Don't tell me you could just fly from, like, the base camp over here. Or maybe not. Oh! Wait, can you try? Oh, I could have written that any moment. I did not know that. That's something to remember. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I've done just about everything out here, dudes. I'm not getting more relics from certain mobs. Like, you would think big elite mobs would drop me more, but I guess it's just gonna be like a grind fiesta. Does that mean we're just gonna be out here grinding mobs, or is it gonna be like? Because right now there's no like daily quests that give you bonuses. I know that he has bonuses like mobs drop more relics, but like, and you can see mobs with relics. So maybe it's gonna be like that kind of a grind, just running around killing mobs the whole time, killing rares, opening chests, certain mobs die, and then you get relics from them. Is that how that's gonna be? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, is if that's how it's gonna be. Did he try to go up there? Where's his chest? I just saw it. Did he just grab it? I think he just nabbed it. That means I can't have it. Aw, unfortunate. A little unfortunate, but what can you do? Did you get your Covenant mount yet? No, I think you gotta be Renown 43. And I've done a single thing for Renown. I've had this stable other quest, Medallion of Wrath. I don't know if that one is working actually. Yeah, since this part doesn't work, let me actually check the Medallion of Wrath quest, because that would be what would give me the Renown. But I don't know if it properly works. Apparently mounts are testable. Maybe I could just buy one. I'll see if I can just purchase one or something. Maybe they'll let me either way. But you need Renown 43. I mean, I could fly, but you need Renown 43 to be able to get your mount. I don't know if you get it through a quest or whatnot. I think I might have been doing that quest line. Maybe I can turn it in here and get the mount. That'd be cool. I'll pour it back for now. After this, I think I'm going to call it there. Go get some food. I got a raid later tonight. Hopefully it should be a pretty quick raid. Doesn't look like I can turn it into these guys, because I imagine she would have something to do with it. Medallion of Wrath. To the Dais and Sinfall. I guess it'll be right here. Yeah, that part does not seem to work. Do we have the mount in here? Oh, we got the new stuff. The appearance of the Sinful Inquisitor's vestments. Oh, there goes the mount, dude. I need to Renown 70 for it, though. Yeah, so there's no real way to get it right now, it looks like. I'm not the proper Renown level. I guess I could maybe go replenish the reservoir, right? Even that doesn't give me Renown, actually. Hold on, what about you? Yeah, none of these things give Renown, so you still are capped at Renown, but we do see, like, the vendors and, like, when you'll be able to get these mounts at which levels or whatnot. Yeah, so there's some quests that are just not working properly, like the Fruits of Research. I don't know how to do that one to improve my gear. But it does let me get that renowned stuff. Or I guess I gotta talk to the guy to have him be the improved gear guy. But they just, I guess, didn't add me yet. Let me go back there real quick, and if I don't see him, I'm just gonna log out there, dudes. Because I want to just try everything I can to see if it works properly, because maybe it just doesn't work this week, and I'll get it to work next week. But the actual idea of like being able to upgrade the gear through an upgrade guy does work. Right now it's just restricted behind the quest line. Off the bat, I'm hoping that the quest line is account wide, so my alts need to go and do all the core tier quests in order to be able to upgrade their gear, because that'd be a pain, dude. You know what I mean? But my alts, it seems like will have to do the core tier activities to be able to get the currency. So I guess the question is, how do you get that currency? There's got to be other ways than just killing rares, because then it's just going to be a farm, like big AoE, group them up, nuke them down fiesta, which I don't think is going to be a good way of going about it. I don't think it's a good way of doing that. Because then it'll be like a farm fest. Like you'll just have to spend hours in core tier grinding mobs. Maybe that's what Blizzard wants us to do, though. They just need 12,000 relics in order to upgrade it to full 233. That seems like a lot. Especially what I've only been able to so far with a minimal farming get 171. So imagine that times like I guess, because it doesn't seem like every mob drops it. So I have quests, and maybe the mobs dropped it more often because I had quests, but also did kill a couple rares, did loot chests, which not all of them dropped it. Maybe the actual like jailer's effort subdued, like if I kill more rares and stuff, maybe this chest will have a bunch of that research, and I get, or maybe a bunch of relics. If that's the way to do it, like if it gets a huge bulk of them, and you can use that bulk of relics to upgrade your gear, like it's really generous with it, then I could totally see that like being not that bad. Now for jailer's efforts, I guess I could just do more stuff, right, to make sure that I can fill up the bar. I'm wondering if I could just find some rares here and there and kill them real quickly, because I only need a little bit, and every rare gives you 4%, so I would need like 4 rares to get the 20 last percent that I have left over. I don't think I'll be able to find it here. I'm kind of running over one area that I haven't really looked at before. See if I see any like stars on the map. A random rare elite popping up. Not seeing any. They gotta add a lot more rares into this place, I think. Or give a lot more events. Or something along those lines. Then the farm can be a little bit easier. Okay, I'm gonna head back now. Warm-up bonus? I guess that would be a warm-up bonus, but it's not that much bigger. Like 10% is most. I guess if you're Alliance, it would be like 20% warm-up bonus, but it's generally pretty small. I mean, maybe it'll become the meta, like go into war mode and just start farming AoE, grinding rares. So then war mode would be like, the idea to farm it the fastest would be to not PvP people and just to farm these mobs. Then people will find like, they'll go to like a secure shard for war mode that doesn't have anybody there, and they'll just farm forever. And if that becomes the meta, is to find a secure shard, I feel like that'd be kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't like that to be the meta. I would be pretty unhappy if that would end up being the meta. I guess what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't like that at all. I wouldn't like that. Oh, no Stormborn Knight behind? Okay, I can't get over there. I was gonna say, I literally can't get over there, but I can. What is table context? Can anyone get the scattered pages anywhere, dude? It actually does not work. Wait, what if I abandon this? Is that why that dude isn't around? I did the quest again. Hold on. I need the other one. Fruits of Research. Maybe that's what makes the guy not spawn? Okay, I thought maybe it's like the quest bugs out the guy or whatever, but I don't think it does. Because I can't even spend these because I need tier 2 research level, and I don't know how to get there. I guess I gotta get the quest done to get research tier 2. Or maybe I need more research papers. Huh. Alrighty. I'm gonna call it there, boys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Tomorrow is my day off. We're just gonna be chilling tomorrow. And then we're coming back for Duels Friday, boys. Back to the Duels Friday. Friday, I think EU Friday. And then PTR Saturday, so EU and NA both can play. And we can test out some of the new class changes like the Death Knight stuff. Because they got some really cool stuff, honestly. The DKs. I want to see that. I want to see some of the other honor talents, like the Flame Shock one with Elish Shamans. I don't know if people will actually get the spell in, but the Boom one with Starfall could be interesting, could be cool. I wonder if anybody will actually give that a go, because it could just be free damage. But thank you boys so much for coming by. Appreciate you all so much watching. You guys have a good one. And as always, boys, I'll see all of you in the next stream. Alrighty? Peace. Raid later tonight, by the way. Still raid later tonight.